evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Crit Test Dummies. We are starting our fourth and final arc of what we'd originally planned when we set this whole thing out, which is really weird. Uh, so our fourth arc is we're dealing with fourth tier level adventures. So if you're not familiar with the tier level adventures in D&D, basically this is the big stuff. This is where we start dealing with things, dragons that have been around for millennia, gods, things that could literally destroy the multiverse. Fun times! So we have a new set of characters, as always, with our new arcs that will be tackling this set of adventures for us. We'll let them give their elevator pitches of themselves now. In your top left, oh, this is going to be so weird because I have Skype and my OBS up next to each other, and your frames are mirrored there. Anyways, and the viewer's top left is Patrick.
That's me. Hello, viewers at home. I will be playing Gustav Goldhand, the once upon a time human, now hag's blood transmuter of the fabled Candledeep. He is very old, but he doesn't look like it. He is mischievous, optimistic, pretty happy-go-lucky, and always up to no good. And yeah, that's Gustav. Oh, he's a wizard.
And in the viewer's top right, we have Chris.
Hello, I am playing Hathar, a fallen Asamir sorcerer, the complete opposite of Patrick's character in some respects. Dark, moody, decadent, doesn't really hold much countenance with life itself, likes to mess with things, is selfish. Yeah, pretty kind of miserable dude, but it hangs out with Patrick's character because he gives him money and he's kind of fun.
Not boring, at least. Viewers bottom left, we have Shane.
Hello, I'm Shane, and to continue the chain of opposite characters, I am playing a very religious and holy character. I'm going to be playing Father Morphy Geron. He's a paladin who has total respect for his one and only Lord, the Lord. He is a very old paladin. He is human, but was turned to stone some 500 years ago, and has been sitting around literally petrified as a block of stone for the last 500 or so years. So now he's all of a sudden been revived by our lovely wizard and sorcerer companions, and is going to be trying to restore faith in the Lord around the world.
And last and certainly not least, rejoining us after an absence from the last arc, we have Luke.
Greetings, humanoids. I'm playing Automated Combat Unit Mark II, abbreviated as AKU, Warforged Barbarian. I used to be the bodyguard of the mage that turned Father Geron into stone, and eventually came to my senses, so to speak, and was freed by... I'm not sure if I know what it was. And I was struck with guilt about trying to kill Father Geron, and was kind of protecting his petrified statue for a very long time. And am now, I'd say, his friend. We've been hanging around most of the time, simply because I feel like I have to pay off some kind of debt to him. Yeah.
So in short, we have a prankster old wizard, a moody sorcerer, a religious zealot, and a robot.
perfect party.
I love my
I don't
players.
look a day older than 25, though.
I love my players. You'll never make boring characters. Anyway.
2 mages, 1 priest, and a robot walk into a bar.
Nice.
And
Could
thus
only be
the
a D&D
adventure
game.
begins. So, after I frantically add some music to Roll20 here because I just realized that I hadn't done that yet for this particular game. Whoops. We're going to go ahead and get started with our first adventure of this arc. We're going to be playing Shadow of Ebondeath by James Patrick. As always, this is available on dmsguild.com if you like it and want to use it for your table, especially at the levels of stuff that we'll be playing. I'm going to be editing some things because it's hard to do a one-shot at this level. So if you enjoy it, check it out. There will almost certainly be things in here that we skip over, or approaches that your players can take to the problems that my guys would never think of in a million years, and I wouldn't either. So check it out, dmsguild.com, playing James Patrick's Shadow of Ebondeath. And with that, let's get to tonight's episode. It's been a couple days' journey back from the Wood of Sharp Teeth on your most recent adventure. One of your first together since discovering the Father Garen and the interesting construct that simply goes by a coup. Where you've discovered and disbanded a cult of lycanthropes that were worshipping Malar, the evil god of the hunt. As you come back to Candlekeep on this regular, actually quite nice day, you, Gustav, you see a figure that you've seen once or twice. A wizard of your stature wouldn't know of each other. But the rest of you, even though you haven't met this particular person that's standing, seemingly waiting on the cobbles of the main gate into Candlekeep, you do see a large black staff that this slightly shorter, dark-skinned woman is holding next to her, and the staff towers above her by a few feet. As you approach, the young woman calls out to you, "Gustav, you took your time getting back. I was told you'd be back a few days ago."
Ah, it's you, boss woman. Yeah, you know, we ran into some issues. Nothing. I mean, they insisted to walk back all the way and not take the convenient measures of teleportation. But yeah, so we're late. So whatever. Like, a wizard is never late, or is he early? You know, the old saying.
No, I do believe you're late.
Late for what? For dinner?
Late for something else I need to send you on. You would have had time to rest if you hadn't, taken your sweet time getting back.
Ah, but if you make the journey pleasurable, then it's already a rest.
So I'm going to cut to the chase. Waterdeep and some of the surrounding areas are currently being bombarded by undead, and seems to be spreading. I thought of your group immediately, and some of your colleagues were unsurprisingly eager to send you out on another adventure. I can't imagine why. But with scores of undead and the company you keep, and she looks over to Hathar in particularly, and also kind of gives a glance towards Father Garen.
She means you, I think.
Well, when she said the word undead, there was a slight smile appeared underneath my darkened hood.
For some
Also on
strange
Father Garen.
reason, I thought of your group.
Yeah, not strange at all to me, but okay.
Nothing strange about that. We are very capable.
Ah, I echo, always stating the obvious. Nice.
Of course.
I'm sure you are. Now then, are we ready to be going? Obviously, go find out what's causing... it seems to be waves of negative energy. Like, you would know in this context, negative energy is not just like people feel bad and like they just feel like negative. the primordial forces, there's like negative and positive planes. So decay and growth are forces. So waves of this decay negative magic.
So, just to clarify, says Hithar in a gravelly voice, you want us to bottle it or get rid of it?
Find it and stop it. It would be rather bad if our the working theory is the negative plane is currently trying to cross over into ours.
Stop it.
Yeah, that would
Right.
be bad. So if you could stop that. I can deal with protecting Waterdeep and some of the surrounding areas in the meantime, but if you could investigate and solve it, that would be lovely.
Aye, they come from the graves. We'll send them back to the graves.
Oh,
I'll handle the undead. You deal with whatever's causing it, please. We've narrowed it down to... researchers have narrowed it down to somewhere in the Mere of Dead Men. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Just a little north of Waterdeep. If you're ready, we can go now.
Yeah, could you, since we're late, could you just teleport us there, please?
Absolutely.
My feet
and
are
she
hurting.
taps her staff on the ground,
I hate portals.
and she has this almost smirk on her face as she taps the ground with her staff. And then you look down, and you see these runes start to light up that were hidden a moment ago, either under an illusion or simply unlit. I'd hoped you'd say that. And as she finishes tapping
Alert.
it, these runes light up under all four of you. And there's this flash of blinding light, white light. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me really quickly.
God.
How does that work? I know I've done it before.
27. 6 for Gustav.
5.
35 on a Constitution save from our paladin. Holy crap. And Aku 21. So everyone except for Gustav. There's this blinding flash of white light, and it almost feels like the ground drops out from under you, and you just fall. And a split second later, after the last thing you see through this blinding white light is the smirk of Blackstaff Vajra Zafar as she sends you through her teleportation circle that she laid out for you. You find
Could've
yourself
done it
suddenly
myself.
landing as if you never moved, seemingly behind an inn near the swamp. And you know immediately it's near the swamp from this acrid smell of decay. And all of you kind of get your bearings for a moment, except for Gustav. You kind of, this took you slightly more by surprise, and with that falling lurching, you... and just all over the ground.
Now I have to eat breakfast again.
What was that
Got it.
nice thing you'd been saying about teleportation to us earlier?
Yeah, you know, her method of teleportation might be slightly more advanced. I'm not used to whatever she does. It's, I don't want to get into it. She likes to play these pranks on me because I am pranking her from time to time as well. I believe she did that on purpose. Even in these times, we like to play our little tricks on each other, you know.
Right, I'm sure it's mutual.
Yes, what I just said.
You, additionally, with kind of smelling the decay, you hear from inside kind of the sound you would expect from a roadside inn, which seems to be where you're at. Not noisier or boisterous, just the occasional conversation, occasional clink of a tankard or a mug coming through a window. And it seems to be the only building in eyesight, and you're on the back side of it right now.
Yeah, then I think he'll. Gustav will just to start. Oh, sorry, you're Gustav. I'm Garen. I'll start walking straight into it.
Okay.
I'll
So,
follow.
I guess we have to talk to people. Fine.
you could just march into the swamp and see what happens. So as you walk around the inn, your feet are, it's like walking on a wet sponge. The ground is so soft and so moist. It's a little nasty. And Aku, your heavy metal feet sink a little bit further into the ground than everybody else's.
I would like to point out at this moment, I leave no footprints.
And the next level of creepy from Hathar. So as you walk around, you see on the front of this a sign that says Karnath Roadhouse. This obviously Garen and Aku would have no idea this was built while both of you were either petrified or offline. Hathar, you've probably been here several times. This is your kind of place. It's a roadhouse built on the southern end of the swamp along the trail. It's kind of the last outpost before a long stretch of winding road that circles way outside of the swamp to stay out of its way. It's not known to be the nicest place, and the nicest people sometimes stay there.
Good.
What was this, Karnath?
Karnath. Karnath. Karnath Roadhouse.
Okay, so only one R.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Is it-
the Eberron place.
Is it gloomy inside?
It's interesting. As you open it, it's naturally, because it's travelers and honestly criminals a lot of times in here. It's not the most boisterous roadhouse ever. Even so, there is only a few people here. There's the innkeep on the bar in the back, and about 2 tables. Each of them with 2 people at it that are not really talking and just kind of keeping their heads down.
I shut my olfactory sensors.
Yeah, it doesn't smell real nice. It's definitely the stench of dried beer and dried other liquids reach your nostrils.
Smell of the grave. Perfect.
Then, yeah, once Garen gets
By the
through
way, the door. This decay smell we smelled outside, was that just refuse from
That's
the
just the swamp.
Ah, the swamp.
Lovely. Yeah. Once Garen's through the door, he'll just open it up and boisterously say, "Oh, my children, we have come here today to investigate the happenings of this land. We are under the understanding that something most dreadful is going on here. Now we're seeking for information, and the Lord would do you a favor if you were to exchange with us the kindness of your words."
You talk so much.
All 5 eyes turn as you finish the statement. You see all of them are just looking at you. You
I give
see
them a small-
one of the people at one of the tables has their head cocked to the side. One of them, the mouth is open just a little bit, and all of them are just like, who the fuck is this guy? Finally, one of them speaks up. It's like, will that favor have gold attached to it?
Blessed are the holy child, and they can come by prosperity also. Indeed, if you show me your faith and your trust in us, I shall reward you with gold.
I don't think you really understand how this place works, do you? And I'll
Gold
just
first,
storm
though.
up to one of them and just be like, "Tell us what we need to know."
As you stood this dark figure that's mostly shadow and glowing eyes. Do you have a halo as an SMR, or do you not?
I don't think so. I couldn't
No?
get rid of
Okay.
it on my model, but I don't think so.
No? Okay. That's fine. Either way. So as this walking shadow approaches one of the biggest guys, the partner of the one that was asking about the gold. You haven't asked a question yet. What do you want to know?
Whatever he wants to know. He's annoying, but just answer his questions.
Okay. What do you want to know?
We had been hearing, there are hearings of undead in this area, and mischievous magics.
Well, fucking duh. Mere of dead men. You fucking don't know where you are, do you?
Can't say I'm familiar with the spot necessarily, no.
We just arrived, you know.
We can tell.
Quite abruptly.
We are
And-
obviously in a tavern.
The bartender finally, just leave the patrons alone. Just come talk to me. And you look over, and there's kind of this burly kind of androgynous looking half orc.
So, you come here often?
I own the fucking place.
So that's a yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
In response to your friend's question, yeah, there have been more undead, which is not unusual, but more than usual. Keep coming out of that fucking swamp.
I say to the barkeep, excuse my friends, I'll have my usual. Tell us more. When did they start coming?
As you are talking, he just kind of gives you a nod of acknowledgement, pulls out a shot glass, and pours it into it this dark liquid. And as he kind of looks at you after filling it up a shot, fills it up for a double, and then sets the bottle down. Well, I don't know what the fuck's happening, but it's worse than normal, and it's not just the swamp. I'm here this fucking thing a few days ago. My our dog, you know, the one that's usually around begging for scraps, died a bit back, and kind of had him buried out back, and fuck me if he wasn't in here begging for scraps last night.
Oh, do you need a new dog?
What's he doing instead?
Sorry?
If he wasn't begging for scraps, what was
Well, I
he doing?
mean, he was dead and in the ground.
I can give you a new dog if you want.
No.
Child, this one has lost someone. Let's not provoke him at this moment.
I mean, I was gonna give him a dog.
The half-orc just turns to look at Hathar only.
Well, this is happening. I was like, you guys got this. I'll sit down in a quiet corner and I'll do some incantations and I prepare a ritual called telepathic bond.
Sorry.
So I'm assuming you took a job regarding all the shit.
Yeah.
Undead, not shit.
Undead are just misused.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, if you could take care of the misuse that are keeping my patrons away, that'd be great. And killing my
Sure.
patrons and then coming back with my dead patrons to kill more patrons, that'd be great.
Fair enough. So, has anything strange happened before they came? Any individuals maybe a bit like us? Or something else?
There's no one quite like you, old friend.
Or like them, maybe?
Oh, God, I hope there's no one like them.
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
No.
So, no source that you can tell. Nothing else unusual has happened before the undead increased.
No. I mean, you can try the sisters. And someone like you wouldn't know about them. The three sisters are hags that live in the swamp.
Oh,
I hate sisters.
that sounds familiar.
Don't really like them either, but if it's
Did you
coming
say
from this area, they'll know it.
hags or?
Hags, yeah.
Okay. Seems ominous.
Oh, really? Undead? Hags? Swamp?
It just
Surely
kind
not.
of, the barkeep just looks over at you off in your corner. You're a fucking idiot, you know that, right?
And you have pardon me? Why are you so impolite?
He just completely
There is no
ignores you and
need
goes
to.
back to Thar.
I have not studied 100 years in arcane.
He's all right. really. He's all right. He's all right. He's fun to have around when... I tell you what, when we bring your patrons back, he's more fun to have around. We'll have a party.
I don't know what I did wrong. I offered him a dog.
Parties mean money. Now then, I think Gordy over there, the one that was asking about the money, he might be able to take you out to him if you want to go that way, or you can walk in and hope for the best, I guess. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to follow a trail of undead and freaky shit.
True. I think freaky shit is kind of our department, so
Yeah.
we'll go and talk to him though. Hey, father, talk to that one.
Aye, I can loosen up his tongue a little bit. He seems to have one particular, even gluttonous want. So yeah,
Okay.
if that conversation's done, Garen will go over to the other guy.
Hey, holy man. So bring some
No.
gold for me.
Now,
I
my
walk over-
child.
I walk over behind Garen, like standing right behind him, like a mountain, like a looming tree, with a complete
We didn't
head
really
expression.
do visuals a whole lot when we introduced characters, so this is a good time for that. So as Gordy kind of looks up at the two of you, Father Garen, what does he see when he looks over at you?
Garen's 50-ish something man, quite tall. He's like 6'3" or so, and he's strangely burly despite the fact that he's wearing like a priest's outfit, right?
Okay.
He has this sort of clunky metal within it. He's definitely wearing armor.
Okay.
His face is all scarred up. He's definitely seen a lot of fights. And the most bizarre trait of him is he wears on his neck not a white cloth, but rather a literal collar that is indeed white, like a metallic sort of collar.
Interesting. Okay. And standing behind him, Aku, what does Gordy see when you kind of saunter up behind Father Garen there?
He sees a very large, not too wide, but strong-built warforged with the color of his armor plates is kind of copperish, a little bit weathered, reddish, and with darker metal joints and the parts under the armor, like kind of think of steampunk a little bit, cogwheels and stuff under the armor pieces. And he has some pipes, small pipes sticking out of his back.
Okay.
That are his jetpack, so to speak.
Nice. So the two of you come over. This man in black with a white collar and a giant copper machine. So what do you need?
Seems we've been directed to you for a guide. You know your way about this swamp, do you, child?
As good as anybody else living does.
We've heard tellings of a new sort of wave of these undead creatures, these wretched things.
Yeah.
Now, can you lead us towards the source?
No.
Where can you lead us then, child?
I can lead you through the swamp to things, but I'm not gonna take you to undead nexus place with skeleton. No. I don't even know where that is, but no.
Rest
Unless you've got
assured.
a whole lot of gold on you.
Whether I'd be willing to depart with such a thing is the better question.
Hey, is there a place in the swamp you're trying to go to, or people, or?
My colleague, Athar, he seems to know at least some idea of where we're going.
So why the
But-
hell is he the one asking?
I am the one. I am a minister of children on the Lord's plains and earth. So I will gladly speak to you, and in seeking your guidance, I hope to guide your heart too.
I'm a minister of beer, so if you want my help, you're gonna have to pay me so I can get beer.
My child, in my left hand, I bear gold.
In my right, I bear silver. The left is to be given to the righteous and to the holy, and those who serve the agents of the Lord. If you help us, we can give you this. In my right, the silver is a dagger. Should you lead us astray on this path, then I shall hang the necks of the wicked, and you shall be among them.
He gives you this look. Make an intimidation check for me, actually.
Sure.
Can I assist him just with my presence?
Sure.
Like my eyes turn orange.
31,
Oh, yeah.
and nat 20 on it. This man had not been Gordy had not been taking you seriously before. It's like older gentleman with burly guy with reddish dark brown reddish hair and beard, kind of speckled through with gray at this point. And it's like, whatever, this asshole. Oh, okay. I think the gold. I'll take the gold. Tell me where you're going, and we'll get you there.
Now come along with us. Athar will help us with some instructions in the matter.
Fine. I take another, actually, I go to take another shot. I just look at the bottle, and I just drink the bottle instead.
Shall I add it to your tab as normal?
Sure. You know I'm good for it.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
It became some kind of Western gunslinger.
You have a father threatening people, so you're kind of in that realm already.
Yeah.
Good point.
Anyways, so as Gordy kind of, with one side eye constantly on Father Garen, just kind of chugs the rest of his beer, sets it down, and starts heading out of the roadhouse.
Let's go then.
Okay. And Gustav, you probably had the time to finish your ritual if you had wanted to finish that.
I finished my spell. I say to you in your heads.
The Lord! Oh, you again.
It's just me. No, you don't need to address me by my title.
Nice trick.
Oh boy. So, as you exit, Gordy starts leading you down a trail into the swamp, northward. He's not talking unless you ask him a direct question. I assume at some point as you're setting out, you let him know that you're looking for the sisters, unless you have another plan that you would like to try. He's kind of keeping his distance away from you all, especially Garen at this point. Half hour in, you eventually come to the side of the path as it starts to dip down into this murky, muddy water. And there's a small-ish boat that's kind of tied to the side of it. Has barely enough room for the five of you, especially with Aku. Then Gordy kind of looks at Aku, looks back at the boat.
I'll use my broom of flying.
Depending on how deep the water is, I can just walk next to the boat.
Who knows how deep it is? And are you gonna try and test it a little bit?
I'll stick my pinky in. No, just kidding.
I just fly.
Okay. Gordy looks at you. It's like, well, that's fucking weird. That'll help a bit. You take the middle and pointing at Aku. Try not to move too much. You don't want to fall into this water. And it gets in, kind of spreads his weight to help stabilize it as Aku gets in. One hand on the bank as Garen and Hathar get in. And Garen and Hathar, you have to sit next to each other, which is this really interesting juxtaposition of the two of you. We have the Holy Father, pristine white collar, and no one's quite sure how he keeps it that white with the shit that he's done and you've gone through, but it's still pristine white. Next to essentially a moving shadow. And as Gordy kind of takes a seat and looks back towards you, kind of how in a rowboat the person rowing is facing opposite everybody else, just kind of, how much money you got again?
Depends on how far we're going, my child. I'll gift you 5 pieces of gold. How is that for you?
Add a 0.
Excuse me now.
5.0.
Geo.
Aku, is this something you wish to chime in on?
I like you. And
I open a compartment in my shoulder and I take out 50 gold and hand it to him.
still fucking weird, but I like you. And as he pushes off the kind of muddy breach and uses one of the oars to kind of shove in, you hear as it pushes into the mud. The soft as the oars cut into the water. And as he moves you through the swamp in this flat bottom boat, you have time to discuss if you wish. Calls up to Gustav at some point, though. It's, just don't get too high up into the branches. There's some of the branches fight back.
Oh, goodness.
I will actively scan the surroundings while we are
Okay.
on the boat.
Aku, you do notice off towards the distance, and as you're moving along and getting towards midday, you think it's darker than you would expect. As the trees start to gnarl their way over and around and fight for what little light comes through this swampy area here. It's oppressive and humid and deathly still. There's not a breeze on the air. And as you kind of are scanning around this unsettling environment, where a few hours ago you were in the bright morning day outside of Candlekeep, you're now in a weird area.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah, do a thing.
While this is happening and he's rowing, I'll just fly around the boat and I give some inspiring speech about the forthcoming adventure and how this is going to be so much fun. And I'll use my inspiring leader feat to give everybody temp HP.
Nice.
Awesome.
How much temporary HP?
Let me look it up. I think it's charisma modifier plus character level. So that would be 19.
Okay.
I did nearly take that because I have high charisma, but it didn't seem very on character.
That's fine.
Sorry, what does it do, Inspiring Leader?
It gives you temporary hit points.
Yep. 19 temporary hit points.
Nice.
So again, with temporary hit points, they essentially raise your ceiling for a little bit, but if you ever drop below to your normal HP, you lose it. Okay. Anyways, so as you're dealing with this, Aku, you see off towards the end, and it's very hard to see as the figures flit through trees, what look to be figures of maybe lizard things, maybe frog things, maybe other humanoids that are oddly transparent. Like you feel like you're having a hard time at this distance, even with your passive perception, of figuring out if it's just an illusion because of distance and that they're moving quickly, or that they actually are transparent.
Potential threat detected. I mean, I see some creatures ahead.
Gordy kind of looks around. What kind of creatures? That's not exactly specific enough here.
I have this aspect of the beast which tells me you can see up to 1 mile away with no difficulty, and dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception checks. Does it do anything?
I mean, yes, normally it would, but it's not an issue so much of dim light. It's more an issue of trees.
All right.
And they're staying... They don't appear to be moving towards you. They're just present.
Leave them be, I guess, for now.
What exactly are you seeing out there?
Lizard
No, wizard.
beings, lizards with an L.
They're not...
They seem transparent in some way.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Ghost?
Those are... been showing up more recently. They'd actually be more worried if they were actual lizardmen. Just, if you're out at night, they're a bit more aggressive then. For now, you're fine.
What are they?
I will keep an eye on them.
Ghosts. Accurate enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh, until they take possession of you and drown you in the mud for fun.
Well, you don't seem to be so scared, so I shall neither.
You're paying me not to be. He keeps
I will keep
paddling
my
on.
accent ready, and I keep an eye on them.
You do see a few more flip by here and there, but nothing... Again, they're not being aggressive. They don't seem to be paying you any mind.
I say, and everybody said, he's kind of badass.
You haven't been to that tavern before, have you?
Oh, goodness, no.
Yeah. If he's a regular at that tavern, he can definitely take care of himself. And anyways, so as this happens, an hour passes by. Second hour passes by. Gustav, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Why is it always me?
Because there's one flying around.
Yes.
21.
Yeah.
Are you at disadvantage or advantage or what?
I don't know why it does that.
Okay, I'll just take the first one then.
Yep.
So 21, easily enough. As you're flying around, you catch out of the corner of your eye this movement and suddenly lose altitude on purpose with the broom dropping by as this branch overhead. And there's what you swear as the branches rustle and move. It sounds almost like laughter. And then you notice that there is laughter coming from Gordy. Told ya.
Okay, I'll fly a little bit more close to the boat from now on. I also cast a little mage armor on myself.
Okay. As you're moving along,
Plan, friend.
2 hours have passed by this point, and as you're getting close to 2.5 hours, sisters, it's Gordy, don't, kill us. She's paddling along.
Do you come here often, child?
Not if I can help it, but you're paying me.
They know of you, it seems.
Yeah, it's been a bit of time in this swamp, and there's very little that happens here that they don't know about, so it's pays to give them the respect.
So you don't hold them responsible then, I take it.
Nah, it's not their MO. They are evil bitches, don't get me wrong, and they'd agree if they'd heard me say that, which they probably just did.
Hello, language.
They make deals. Not always good ones.
Are they merchants?
Of a sort, you could say.
I sort of know these. Maybe not them particular, but I have heard of these kind of creatures before. They are. Let's just say we need to be a little cautious.
That's the first wise thing I think I've heard you say.
What's with all the hostilities? Is it because I didn't offer you a mastiff?
I mean, might like you slightly better.
Well, now I sort of feel obligated to give you one. I rip off a patch of my rope of useful items and I give him a mastiff.
Okay, so as that comes with 2 mastiffs.
Yeah, I will keep one for later.
Well, I mean, it's 1 patch for 2 mastiffs. It's not 2 separate.
Oh. Can I give him half a patch?
Fuck,
Well, I
you know
guess
what?
we just
Yeah,
got
you
a
rip
mastiff
off
patch.
half a patch. Why not?
Let's see what happens.
You're a transmutation wizard. This is kind of up your alley anyways. So yeah, at some point you adopted the rope so that you could use half of this patch. As you rip the patch off, as you're overhand, you let go of this fabric kind of. And Gordy looks up at you like, what the hell are you doing tearing shit off your coat? And as it starts floating down, there's just this... And a black mastiff puppy lands in the bottom of the boat.
Oh.
And is kind of the bottom of the boat between Aku and Gordy. And is going back and forth. And tries to jump over the side of the boat. And Gordy's like, nope. Grabs the puppy, pulls it in. Thanks. Can't.
It's a good little dog.
You ask for it, sort of.
No,
not really, but yes.
Yes. And you see, like, one of the first genuine smiles that didn't come at the expense of somebody else. I can't row in. Hey, Metal Man.
Yes,
Guard this with your, I'd say life, but you know what I mean. Just
of course.
hold on
Of
to it,
course.
please. It's okay. Just take me.
Hold him in.
Yes, I know. It's like cuddles up to it. If you let the witches do anything to that dog, I will tear you apart for scrap metal.
I said I understood bitches before, not witches.
He did.
I do not think threats are necessary.
You really are not from around here. So he continues rowing.
How did you tell?
And he just kind of trades a look with Hathar, like, there's almost this commissery look like you have to travel with these people. Soon enough, though. Soon enough being about another half hour later, you see through the trees what looks to be a little bit of a light. Almost there. I'm gonna drop you all off and then good luck. And
Thanks.
as you approach, you see this slight rise that appears to be at least dry-ish land. Some of the first you've seen in some time. Most of this part of the swamp is truly underwater to some extent, with little patches of mud poking through here and there, but nothing that you would call dry ground. This is the closest you've seen. On it is a cottage up on stilts, seemingly to keep it out of the muck as much as possible. And then a pin nearby is a couple of rather strange creatures that look to be some sort of cross between a warthog or a buffalo or hippopotamus or even a bit of dinosaur mixed in with it.
Fireball.
It is weird. But there's 2 of them there that seem to be just kind of happily munching on something in a trough in front of them and don't seem to be paying you any mind. And as you get closer, you look up and see 3 what look to be little old ladies. One of them with dirty blonde hair, one of them with red hair, and one of them with a brunette hair that's tied up into a tight braid down her back. Gordy, it's been so long. We were beginning to think you didn't like us anymore. Is business drying up? As each of them speak in turn. Gordy sisters. Just have some people here that were looking for you. Just transporting them here. Aw, are you going to stay yourself? You have a lovely dog. He's welcome to join us. Gordy he guards it quickly, knowing who he's dealing with, but kind of has this "don't you fucking dare" look across his face for a second. Or, no, I'm gonna get back.
Threat detected. Excuse me.
No, and Gordy under his breath. No kidding. No, I should be getting back. Pleasure to see you, beautiful women, as always. Such a flatterer. Of course, we appreciate it. Don't be a stranger now. You force her to get off now. So he kind of puts his hand out and sticks the oar in the mud to kind of stabilize the boat next to the patch of dry land there.
Before he leaves, I give him another 20 gold and I tell him, take good care of that dog, please.
I will. Good luck to y'all.
And may the Lord's light guide your way.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And he pushes off the land and starts rowing away. And you see as he's rowing away, the little black mastiff puppy has jumped into his lap and it's like done a circle and curled up in his lap as he's rowing away.
Ugh, how disgusting. Greetings, sisters.
Greetings, travelers. We've not seen you here before. Ooh, though you are an interesting group. And all three of their eyes lock onto Gustav.
I'm the odd one? Okay.
Would you like to join us for some tea? We just brewed some fresh, and I'm sure you have some questions for us.
I want to say no, but this is sort of also like the only point of interest here. So maybe
there's lots of interesting
we
things in the swamp. You just need to know where to look for them. Do you know where to look? We can show you.
I mean, what's the harm? Those are just like, I'm sure they are friendly.
Maybe you could just tell us?
What do you want to know? Though be warned, all information has a price.
I completely ignore the conversation and I go and talk to one of those hippopotosauruses or whatever.
Okay.
Hippopotasaurus.
And I just lean down and just start a conversation with it.
Okay. Do you have speak with animals or a feature that lets you do the same?
Yes, I have speak with animals.
Okay.
I can use it as I have to cast it as a ritual. I don't really know what that means.
That means it would take 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just start and I just...
Power down.
I just start talking to it until it kicks in.
Okay. And the three old ladies, just kind of one by one, heads turn almost on beats with each other. Down towards Aku. That seems harmless enough. And rather interesting as well. Very few people think to talk to our lovely pets. Now you three, what do you wish to know? And what are you willing to give?
What is the price?
We're sort of here because there's been a lot of negative energy here, you know? And
yes, the negative plane goes closer and closer. Soon it will overlap. That would be very bad for you now, wouldn't it?
You seem to know an awful lot about that.
Oh, my dear, there's very little happens here that we don't understand or know. And besides, little old ladies like us get around to other planes on occasion, too.
Yeah, I can't say I haven't been to other planes myself, but it's neither here nor there. We don't want to have this negative energy plane colliding up with ours. It would be, I mean, you dwell on this plane, so That might be in your interest as well to point us into the right direction, no?
We don't know exactly what is causing it. There's only one good guess. Would you like to know what it is?
No. Of course we would. I was, I can make fun of it.
It's not nice to lie.
I was just lightening the mood.
And they turn towards Hathar. It's like, you've been dismissed. There's a dragon. It's been acting different of late. Spending lots of time away. I wonder what it could be doing. We lead you to the dragon. You take care of the dragon. And we'll take our pick of one thing from what's left.
From what's left from what?
From whatever the dragon leaves behind. They famously have a lot. We just ask for one thing in the hoard.
Seems reasonable.
More than reasonable. One little item's all we want.
There's not a particular item you have in mind, is there?
We'll decide that when we see what's available. There's always something worthwhile.
That seems to be a high price for a point of directions.
You're welcome to wander on your own.
Fine.
What color is this dragon, out of interest?
Black.
The fine color.
Indeed. It's been here for some time, but lately has grown annoying.
Do you feel it's connected to these undead creatures?
It's one of the few things that's changed now.
Question. If it's away a lot, how will we know when we can be rid of it for you?
It will return at some point, and besides, going to the dragon's lair, eventually you'll find the dragon.
True. I mean, I suppose if we go there and the dragon isn't there, we could just take its treasure anyway.
That you could. Of course, that's not your mission, I imagine.
Wouldn't it be smarter to lure that dragon out of its lair?
If you can.
What does it like?
Dragons? This
They
dragon?
They must like gold, no?
Oh yes, they like gold. This dragon likes gold a lot. It likes decay more. And eating.
I look at the pets for no reason.
We keep them safe. Now, deal or no deal? We grow impatient.
What do you say, the rest of you?
I say into their minds, they didn't specify if they get to pick first or second, so...
They did specify, yeah.
Oh yes, they
did. They want to have their first pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn it. I mean, we're not here for the treasure. We're just here for saving the world, I suppose.
The real treasure is the friends you make along the way.
Yes, so I have no objections to that regard, I think.
No.
These three devils are searching for something in particular. I can smell the reek of unholiness off of them.
Make an insight check.
It's a fair point, actually, yeah. He's fairly done. Let me check.
Actually, Hathar, passive insight 17. They definitely know exactly what they want.
Where's my insight? Here we go.
5. These are
They're lovely ladies.
I know,
I
they're-
trust them with my heart.
really weird old ladies, like, and they look just like human old ladies.
Okay. Yeah.
So, when do we leave?
Right now, if you wish. Yes, right now. Faster is better.
Did my animal talk to animals kick in?
Right about now, it would kick in. What are you saying to them?
Hello. Are you treated well here?
Yup.
Did you see anything out of the ordinary around here?
Looking straight at you. Yup.
Well then, carry on.
Yup.
Worth it.
And one of the sisters goes along the balcony edge. Dear hearts. And the hippopotamus-y looking things both in unison look up. As good children. If you could take these four to the cave with the nasty thing. Don't go inside, of course, obviously. But just take them there, then come back. You don't have to take them back. Just leave them there if you wish. And Luke, since you still have the speak with animals, you hear both of them. Yep, ma'am. And she kind of waves her hand, and the gate of it opens up, and they kind of lumber. Are you sure you won't join us for a little tea first?
What's in it?
Leaves and water.
Leaves of what?
Plants.
I doubt they wish to poison us.
And you see just kind of this huge smile come up the side.
I don't know.
It's not poisonous if that's what you're worried about. Really now, that'd be bad business. You can't get something from someone who's dead. Mostly.
True. Go on then.
I'm feeling a little peckish. Do you have some sandwiches with that, maybe? Then we would be down, I think. I would be down. Like, I could always eat.
I'm sure we could find some finger food for you.
You pronounced that in a weird way.
Did we, sisters? I didn't hear anything. Just the way we always do.
I didn't hear anything either. Sounded great.
All right. For the sake of time, are you going to accept the invitation or head off towards the Dragon's Cave at this point?
I think we are, aren't we? Sounds of it.
I'll take tea with the lovely old ladies, yeah.
Right, this way. As you walk inside, there is... You are... so climb up the ladder and then walk inside, and the hippopotamus just kind of look up at you as you're going up, and Aku, you just hear as you're going up. Okay. We wait. And you go in, you are assaulted by a wave of smells of different rotting, decaying things mixed with herbs, mixed with, you see even a few flowers that are half alive, and various pots and planters around, and a few shrubberies, and a few things in cages that, from a distance, makes you think you probably don't want a closer look at what's inside of them. And also on the side, there's a fireplace with a roaring fire and a teapot. And a large table in the center, and the three ladies take seats. Two of them down, one goes over and gets the teapot and pours out 7 cups of tea with just loose leaf tea in the bottom of each of the cups. And as you kind of sit and smell it, it smells and looks just like a standard set of, like, black tea.
As someone who carries a lot of poisons with me, I check to see if someone else drinks it first.
Yeah, Garen will drink it.
Okay.
I say to the old ladies, it appears your plans require water.
They had water in the kettle. They poured out the tea for you.
I'll
I mean,
confused.
didn't you describe some dry plants in that were like half alive or something?
Oh yeah. I thought you
Is
said
there any-
plans, not plants.
So, plants.
They have plenty of water. They're alive enough. That's the way we like them.
I don't react to the tea at all, by the way.
Of
since I
course,
don't-
yeah.
I'll drink the tea. Why not?
Yeah. Make a constitution. No, just kidding. No, it's surprisingly decent tea. They know what they're doing. It's really good, actually.
Is it dead people tea?
Yes. Probably, actually, yes, you are in a swamp. Everything is dead. Something.
Good point.
So, we're curious. Why do you care? I mean, obviously, your plane coming to an end of existence, probably not the best. But why you four?
We were in the neighborhood.
We've asked you before to not lie to us.
No, but it's true. We came back to the city, and we were just sort of intercepted by our mutual friend, and she asked us to step in and put an end to this world ending, so to speak.
So you weren't in the neighborhood. A friend sent you.
I mean, we weren't in this particular neighborhood. We were in the neighborhood of the person that asked us to do the thing. See, I wasn't lying.
The three sisters just look at each other.
And then we were in this neighborhood all of a sudden. You know how magic works.
He shows promise. Yes, he does. Rather, quite a lot.
Okay. In the spirit of honesty, frankly, ladies, I've got nothing better to do.
It's the most honest thing one of you said all day. In the spirit of honesty, and because we think you know anyways, we do have one particular thing that we wish, if you find it. The dragon wears a crown. Started wearing it near the time it started acting weird. We're curious. Oh yes, we're quite curious indeed. What possibly could this crown be? Besides, it's pretty, if nothing else.
So, is the dragon a regent of sorts? Kings wear crowns.
Kings wear crowns, and dragons think they're kings. So of course it wore a crown it found.
Do you have any sort of idea where it might have found such a thing?
Do you know the story of this swamp? Yes, it's such a great story. Many things have happened here.
Whenever that happened, I don't think I was around at that time. You might as well enlighten me.
I think there was a war here once,
There
if I remember
was.
correctly.
Promise indeed. There was a war. Orcs and men, men and orcs, fighting in the trees. And a mad lich asked for help. The humans asked him for help to kill their enemies. And he did. Yes, he did. He kept his promise. Of course, he killed them by flooding the entire place and killing everyone, but they weren't specific. Their fault, really.
It's sort of like a monkey paw situation, it seems.
We thought it was rather clever. Anyways,
To think.
the lich ruled here for a while, and then, as with many things, no one's seen in some time.
Did this lich ever wear a crown?
No. But it was powerful. And powerful people make powerful things. Many powerful
Sure.
things have been found around here. That's what our friend Gordy, lovely Gordy, it's a pity he couldn't stay. Yes, with his tasty dog. That's one of the things he does, is he goes looking for things.
Huh. Has he found anything interesting recently?
Not to us. Yes, sadly not to us. He's rather been poor on paying back his bargain. We may have to speak with him about that.
You've bargained with the poor man, have you?
There's very little in the swamp we haven't bargained with. We've bargained with you now.
Suppose.
True.
But we don't be ones who would be owing you should we do nothing. What does he owe you?
Information costs, dearie. We've already told you that. Would you like to know? Oh, yes, would you?
I'm sure one of my clerics would have known, or would have liked to known at the least. But as for me, well, I don't feel like I'll like whatever price you set for this information.
Suit yourself.
Can I ask them if they know the person that I made a bargain with once upon a time?
You can certainly ask. Is that how you phrase it?
Like you guys know, like, distant relative maybe called XYZ?
Oh, yes, her. Oh, yes, we've heard of her.
How's she?
You reek of her.
Oh, that's, yeah, maybe that's my perfume.
I think he smells rather pleasant.
See, listen to him. He likes it.
Yes, we know her. What of it?
No, I was just curious how she is these days.
Could not care less.
Not a friend, then.
Not really.
Okay.
As the ladies finish their tea, any final questions for us?
Yes. What do you call those creatures downstairs?
Oh, our lovelies.
Sorry.
It's in here. It's just a very interesting word. Catoblepaws.
Sorry, what was that?
Have I heard of these?
Catoblepaws.
Right,
C-A-T, cat. Obol, like noble. Pas, like the end of hippopotamus. Catoblepaws.
yeah.
Bless you.
They're our invention.
Huh. Fine work.
Yes. Little old ladies do need sewing projects from time to time.
True.
I don't like new creations that were not done by the Lord. But if no cleric is by my side, I'll do nothing about it now.
By which lord?
I see you have never heard of the Lord. The
Figure
one
of speech.
true
Never
God.
mind. Figure of speech. Don't get it started.
Tell us
wait,
more about this lord.
Oh, do you have to?
Oh, yes, tell us. Sounds interesting indeed.
This swamp, it stands now as proof, and proof alone, that humanity and all its allies has been corrupted by the absence of the Lord.
Isn't it
Once-
wonderful?
Once it was a strong, strong force in the world, and we of our order had served it with our very existence, being, and our willingness to use our hands as tools to the Lord. Now the Lord sits in wait, perhaps sits in wait for me or some other new follower to bring back justice to the world.
I
I
use minor illusion to cast a very large snoring sound.
The Lord disapproves of such mischievous actions.
What an interesting fellow you are indeed. What is it that you want?
I wish only to banish the wicked from the lands of the Lord, and to reward those who would service their lives in his greatness.
Would you like something to make that easier?
Aye, well, I suppose you do seem like you might be able to redeem yourselves by making some actions in tribute to the Lord. Do tell me, what can you do for us? What can you do for me?
We do have some items, some things that we've brewed from time to time that may be useful. Of course, it's not free.
You're as predictable as yous are. Good tea makers. Tell me what your price is then.
What shall we ask? And as they kind of turn to look at each other, and as they do, almost absent-mindedly, one of them is reaching into a nearby box and pulling out 4 vials that she sets on the table. Each of them with this, like, black, almost tar coloration to it. Like, they look exceedingly unpleasant.
Oil shots.
Brilliant. I like the look of this.
Yeah.
Dark liquid. Brilliant.
Do you have a symbol of your lord with you?
I present to you this rope of straw, by which we hang the necks of the enemies of the Lord. And around his right hand, he has this like constantly sort of tattered strawish rope, and he presents it forward.
That is our price.
Ooh.
What you have here in front of you is 4 potions of acid resistance. Rather handy if you're going to be facing a black dragon, no?
You would definitely make the trade on the assumption that he has more rope in his bag. So, yeah. He unwraps it from his hand and passes it forward and says, "It is only a thing of symbol. And in symbols, we can find our love for the Lord. But the Lord and that love is what is of truly matters. So I freely give it to you. Here, take it." And he hands it over.
You freely give it. Thank you for that. That is a truly good gift indeed. So what are you going to give us for the potions then, as they take the rope?
God damn it.
You're as treacherous as this little wee kid over here.
We are not treacherous. We speak truth only. We assume you speak truth too. Do you not freely give?
'Twas but a turn of phrase. I can give the second symbol of the Lord, 5 pieces of gold, to which we give to those who serve righteousness in the world.
Gold is of little use to us. A favor, then. A simple favor.
Do tell.
We need nothing at the moment. We'll let you know later.
So long as it does not oppose goodness in the world,
It will
then
not.
I can oblige.
We can work with that. Fine. No, we will not ask you to do anything that goes against your lord. Deal?
Very well. I'll gladly make this trade with you.
And they kind of nod in acknowledgement and push the vials across the table to you. Now, you should be going. It gets late, and these swamps are dangerous at night. Good luck.
Night is my friend.
By the
Not
way,
here, it's not.
do I know what these tapas are?
As they said, it's kind of their own creation. And it really does look like a mix of things that have been sewn together. It's somehow at the same time adorable and frightening. Like if somebody took a teddy bear of like a hippopotamus and a warthog and a buffalo and all these things and literally tore it apart and re-sewed them together into a single beast.
But they seemed nice enough.
Yeah, they seem chill. Like they're not aggressive.
Yet.
We'll see you at the end of this.
You certainly
now.
will.
But we'll see you first.
We doubt that.
I have very good eyesight.
And as you say that, interesting. Still, we doubt that. And they just shimmer out of existence.
Ooh. They left us in their hut. Nice.
Rob the place.
Hey.
You can certainly try.
Garen will just pass around the potions to the rest of the party and start to get a move on.
So you each have 1 potion of acid resistance now.
A gift to the Lord.
No, a hag.
Aye, but she did it in service of the... It's the symbolism that counts.
Was it a gift, though?
The trading... Listen, forget you found about all those details. Just, it's here in your hands now, that's what matters.
Okay.
Exactly. Let's stop
I
talking
suppose
about the
that's
gods then.
So, we did ask about the direction and the lair and everything, yes?
They simply
Hey,
said
that
that
wee pigs show us.
They simply said that their pets would take you to the lair.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
They most notably did not give you directions explicitly.
We had one job.
Oh, can I just say I love DMing hags? They're fantastic. Okay.
So,
Well then,
We've seen
strange
before.
creatures.
how are these monstrosities going to lead the way? I don't...
How long does your speak
They-
with animals last?
I think it would be around. I think it lasts 10 minutes.
It's fast at this point.
Yeah,
So
No, it's...
as you come out and climb back down the ladder, the Tabletop. I love that word, but just get its mouth around it. So you come down, and you hear what Aku had been hearing his words now just comes out as a... As they both kind of kneel down, if you've ever seen kind of a camel lower themselves down to let a rider on.
Oh, nice. There's 4 of them?
There's 2. But
Are they big enough for 2
they're
each?
big. They look like they're hardy creatures. They're the size
love
of
it.
a hippopotamus. They're hefty.
Nice.
I suppose if I have the time while we are on our way, it wouldn't hurt if I make us all be able to breathe underwater, given that this is a swamp.
Okay. Ritual casting that then?
Yep.
Okay. So you get on. Do you guys get on the creatures then to head out?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, ride on them.
Yeah.
I'm on my broom.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon my trusty steed, is what I'm gonna do. But
Okay.
a Pegasus.
A Pegasus, so flying.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So that leaves Hathar and Aku. You each get your own.
How fast am I?
Amazing.
I might just
I
walk
can actually-
myself because
I
I'm
can
also
actually
kind of
basically teleport at will, but riding an animal sounds fun, so...
It's just the theme now.
Says you get on the Pegasus. The Pegasus looks back at you like, "Fucking really?"
Sorry, Robert. I know you don't like this sort of place, but well, here we are, aren't we?
Oh, it's Robert.
Hi, Robert's been with me for many hundreds of years, in fact, technically speaking, I suppose.
Anyway, so as you
That brings me to a thing I wanted to mention, but now that Robert is here, I kind of don't want to go through with the plan to lure the dragon out, and I point to the 3 little horses on my rope. Like, we could prepare some food and lure him out.
What are you suggesting we do to Robert? Excuse me now.
Not Robert, it's the 3 patches I have here. They turn into what the little dog turned into before.
I think the bigger issue, though, is that the dragon may not be there when we arrive.
Oh, that's true. Does any of us have the ability to present, to sense any evil presence or something?
Aye, if only there was some way to sense some sort of creature that was...
Maybe the Lord might be able to help us.
Oh, yes. Now that you mentioned the Lord. The Lord can help us in many ways. In fact, rather than searching for the creatures, I can sit you down and talk to you about the Lord for the next 30 minutes or so, if you like.
No, I don't think that would be useful.
Right.
I assume you're having this conversation as you're moving along.
Has the world ended yet?
So
Yes.
as we transition to this, let's describe the scene just a little bit. So Aku and Garen, we've had a chance to talk about what you look like. I've mentioned walking shadow before. Hathar, what do people really see when they look at you?
It's not a bad description. He wears a very long robe that's kind of constantly shifting in the light. Beneath it, or the lack of light, beneath it is a grey face that you could barely see, but his eyes are glowing. He carries a giant rusty wooden scythe that doesn't really do very much with. It's more for effect. And yeah, it leaves no footprints either. So it's kind of this strange, like shifting, shadowy creature that you can barely make out and leaves no presence. And it also carries inside the robe and also around lots of little weird little pouches of you don't know what. And can take on other appearances, but that's not normal. So we can deal with those appearances later.
Okay. And Gustav, up on your broom.
I'm sort of like sitting like a lady would sit on a horse.
Side saddle.
Yeah, side saddle kind of thing. And he's wearing the latest fashion from the town in black and amethyst colors with elegant stitchings and really expensive looking boots, probably some sort of elven kind designer. He's also wearing like a few wands in his belt. He's blonde, like platinum blonde curly locks, and like a noble turban-looking hat with some metal drapings around it. He's like his coat is like his collar of his coat is like sort of stiff, and he from his necklace there's a big octarine shimmering stone.
Nice. So as this...
And he's like in his 20s.
Okay.
Probably.
So
Maybe
as
not.
this blonde figure in black and amethyst rides on a broom, the Pegasus is flying just above the swamp because no way in hell Robert's getting dirty and getting into the swamp unless it has to.
I prestidigitate his main green.
He can't see it, so he doesn't bother notice.
Animal cruelty.
And then we have our robed shadow and our machine on the backs of these buffalo hippopotamus things as they lumbered off of the land into the waters. Like, this is going to be a really awkward ride, but as they hit the water it suddenly became a lot smoother. These things can move through this like shallow murky water really well. And as you're going through, the only sounds are insects constantly, occasionally a from your Tabletop, and occasionally hear shriek from deep in the swamp somewhere. It feels like echoing through the trees. Enough to remind you every once in a while that this is not a nice place. Half hour passes. Another hour. Another hour. So you start to get towards late afternoon. Then you see ahead of you what looks to be almost this rise coming up from the swamp. Like this island that comes up a good 20, 30 feet above the water. And as the water circles it, there's almost this clearing of trees where this late afternoon sun is now coming through and striking this. And as you see kind of this island ahead of you, you notice this small little opening at water level ahead of you. And as you break through the trees and are at the edge of this lake, both of the Katobapas start to shudder a bit, and then you just feel them kneel down, sinking both Hathar and Aku about waist deep into water.
I guess this must be the place.
Yeah. So, what do we do? Just walk right in, or do we have a better plan of action?
I've never fought a black dragon before. One or two red and golds, but it's just, I suppose they're just a different color.
That is generally what the colors in their names mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I, for one, would be better off fighting it in close combat rather than from afar.
Well, you go right on ahead up front. We'll be waiting at the back.
I mean,
We'll be with you, Garon.
As you're discussing this, the kettle paws under you just growl. And they roll over and actively trying to throw you off into the murk.
I suppose we could be a bit more sneaky about the whole approach.
I missed the detail. It's there's a layer. We found a layer.
Yeah, so what you see in front of you, let me set the scene a little bit better here. So you've been traveling through this swamp, which is mostly water in this area, with little bits of mud coming up and down. And you can even see from watching the two Ketobopas, they come out of the water a little bit sometimes before sinking back in. So the water's not deep, it's just ever present in this area. Mm-hmm. Near the sea, it might even be tidal, so sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. There are little bits of land that come up and that are just mud. Like you imagine if you stepped in it, you would just sink several inches.
Is it difficult terrain?
Yes. That's kind of what this area is. And looking forward, there's a kind of a break in the trees, almost like if you're going through a forest and there's suddenly a clearing. But instead of a clearing, it's almost like a lake with it looks like a murky lake with an island coming up out of the center of it. And with where the water level is right now, you can see, not far off, probably 50 feet or so, there's a little hole in the side of this island. This appears to be where you've been dropped off.
And how big is this? It's like several hundred meters or something, the island.
It's hard to tell from here exactly, but
it's big enough that a dragon could fit inside it, I guess.
It's small. I mean, the island itself that is visible is actually smallish. Like, it's probably a couple football fields side to side. So it's not giant. It's
just this small hole.
All right. The Lord has guided me. My own tactics, as I can present to you now, is I run in really quick, hit it, and run back out again. What do you all think?
Which you have observed before in your previous fight with the lycanthrope. There was a lot of whap and running out.
I mean,
pretty quick, like Robert here is a good steed.
If you insist, I could make you harder to hit and even somewhat invisible.
I don't mind those things.
Somewhat invisible.
But the problem is we're not here to steal things. Aren't we here to just eradicate the foul stench of this place so the world doesn't end anymore?
Hey, eradicate evil. What's the plan?
Just to recap and make sure it wasn't me explaining the hook badly. Basically, material plane is sinking into the negative plane of existence right now. Hence the waves of negative magical energy that are causing things like undead to rise, as things do. So your task is to figure out what's causing it and put a stop to it. Your best lead right now is that it has something to do with this dragon.
So this is basically our only lead, to want of a better word.
You don't necessarily have to kill the dragon. That's not the task.
Yeah.
Aye, but the dragon's clearly evil. We should remove it from the Lord's world anyway.
Do we know it's evil? I mean, we could just ask it, perhaps. I mean, or I can charm it,
Dark things are not always evil, just mostly.
I
What you
mean,
doing?
it,
Right
it,
now, you're
it
just
would.
kind of staring at this hole. What you doing?
How can we fit in it?
Oh yeah, it's a good probably 15 feet across and about 10 feet visible over the water right now.
And I guess this is the way we go.
Should we approach with caution? I can make us all gaseous.
Now, hang on. Do you want to talk to it, or shall I kill it?
Maybe that could become the fallback option.
Right, all right.
And
I
we
get the
keep-
sense that it's against.
I mean, you are the holy guy. I mean, in my world, you cannot unkill something, but if you can, then maybe we can kill it first and then ask questions. But normally, it's the other way around.
I know of what you speak of, and I don't like it. If something dies, it stays dead. That's how it should be.
But it's such a black and white way of thinking.
Aye, black, such as evil, and white, such as the light of the Lord. It's quite simple, no?
I kind of pull my hood back ever so slightly, be like, and there are shades of grey, and you see like grey skin underneath.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Is
All
it
right.
50 of them? Sorry.
Okay, I guess we go with this whole.
It appears the tin can said something unintelligible.
As you approach, I would
Due
like
to
you
his very old age, perhaps.
to put your tokens.
Oh, right, this is a tabletop game.
Yep.
We play D&D, right?
Yeah, all right. So this is kind of the entrance that you're seeing. I would like you to put yourselves on the bottom edge of this map. And possibly a little off to the left.
Goose, tough. Goose, tough.
Eines Morgens bin ich aufgewacht.
Always at the. I'm not going up the front this time.
As you're approaching, Ku, you think you see something in the water ahead of you move, but you're not sure.
Something appears to be moving in front of us.
Well,
Can I somehow get a little bit closer and look?
I mean, you can welcome to
Yeah.
move closer.
I'll just move like 20 feet closer.
Okay. Make a perception check for me, please.
Mm.
16. Don't see it anymore.
Robert, what do your horse eyes see?
One more person can make a perception check if they wish.
Robert will give it a go. I'll just roll a d20,
Yep.
and I think it's +6.
Okay. Wow.
Check.
3.
Oh,
So
never
9.
mind. I got a 3 anyway. Pay attention, Robert.
Even though you're not covered in trees anymore, this part of the swamp seems to be as eerily still as everything else.
well, I guess your eyes were deceiving you. So, shall we press on?
Aye. Father Garin will indeed push forward. And
Well, I will stay with him.
I'm gonna make a point of turning around, looking at the others, and actually, would I have any idea, perchance, of how long a potion lasts?
What the potion of acid resistance?
Yeah,
It's
that's the one I'm thinking of.
Let's say an hour. I
Yeah,
don't
I'll
remember
check that
offhand,
down.
but we'll say. You're gonna go ahead and take it?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Peter, do you remember what my default contingency spell was?
Nope.
The first thing I ever wrote you?
I can look it up in a bit. And I
Shield?
trust you if it comes up to just call it. Yep, it does. Wow. Just. So, Father Garen, as you turn around and face the others and take this potion, there is this sudden splash from the water as the rest of you see almost this tentacle-like thing shoot out and hit Father Garen in the back and pull him back, pulling you off of Robert, and pulls you back to here as the water suddenly comes to life as 3 bullywogs and this giant frog-looking thing with tentacles and an eye, 3 eyes on stalks off the top of a head break the surface of the water as you see now the tongue of this giant frog hemoth has tagged you in the back and yanked you off of Robert closer to him. As it then will try to bite you down.
Damn.
Yep, can make a bite attack as bonus action. Low roll, 16 is gonna miss you. But you're now right next to it. And I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Can I ask a technical question?
Yes.
What light are we in?
You're in light right now, so it's just regular light.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry,
It's not
dusk.
dim?
We're getting towards dusk. It's still light out
Okay,
though,
good.
and you're out of the tree cover. Sorry.
Wow, I rolled the exact same roll twice.
Okay, so Hathar, 19. Nice. 21 for Garen. And what's your initiative is +1?
Yeah.
What's your actual score? Is it 12 or 13?
12, I'm pretty sure.
12?
12, yeah.
Okay. Aku gets 10 and 16 for Gustav.
How do you want to do the Pegasus?
We'll move with you.
Okay.
And right, I need a thing for the Pegasus. Okay. It's probably just gonna be a horse for right now. I hope that's okay.
Yep. Most of the time, Robert is a horse.
Acceptable.
There's a horse. It's gray, at least. That'll work.
All right.
And it's a large creature, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. The way that it resized to fit the grid, it's a very fat horse. You have the horse from the Bugs Bunny.
Robert, what have you been doing the last 500 years?
It's wearing armor. It's
Yes,
wearing
it's
armor.
wearing armor. That's the thing. I think you were right there.
More like Megasus.
Mega.
Oh, that ice cream while you was waiting for you.
Okay. 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 10-foot reach. So the first thing that's going to happen, the frog behemoth is going to try and take 2 swipes with its. No, it's going to try and bite Garen again. It's up first.
Oh, by the way, we are not surprised, though, are we?
No.
Okay.
Damn it, rolled a 3. I'm going to start rolling actual dice because this rolling on here hates me so much. Y'all know this. So misses with the bite. Then as you're kind of splashing in the water trying to get out of the way as this giant thing is trying to will swing at you with 2 of its like tentacles that are swirling around overhead. 1 misses. 25 will hit though. It will hit you for 22 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And you are grappled.
Oh, shit. How long does Inspiring Leader last?
Indefinitely, I
It's
think.
until
nice.
the next long rest, I believe.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
At least until like the
End of the day,
hit-
basically.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it was
was-
still up.
That was, sorry, 23, was it?
22.
22. Okay.
Okay, and that is... That's okay. That is its turn. Garen, it's now your turn.
Right. You see how close and far everything is. Is that ACU beside Robert?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And while I'm grappled, I can.
Your movement speed is
okay.
0. Everything else, that's the only thing that changes.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna start it out a bit slow. I'll look with a great anger and lust for vengeance on the tentacle monster thing, and call it. Oh, you want to fight me up close? Is that how it is? Well, we'll see what the Lord says about that. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark, and then
Okay.
I'm going to take some swings at it.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see actions. So there's one.
Yeah, 30 will hit. 23 will definitely hit.
So let's see how the damage rolls work on this.
Oh,
'cause
that's
I've-
crazy.
Oh god, what's going on here? Yeah, so the radiant damage is. I have an ability that I'll automatically be adding a D8 to
Okay.
any attack,
So is this
So that's the
one-handed or
radiant.
two-handed?
one-handed.
One-handed.
So that's 14 and 22.
Okay.
I love how it deals more damage always when you swing one-handed than with two hands.
Funny how that works out. So 36 total.
And hold on, the Hunter's Mark it does every attack, isn't it?
Yes.
That's 2d6.
Hey, everything counts.
Plus 5.
Plus 5. You start hacking away into this thing. Doesn't really seem to be too bothered about this yet, but...
Okay.
Hathar.
I'm going to lurk very safely at the back here, finding the darkest spot possible. And emerging from within my cloak comes a grey hand, and out flies this black, crackling energy. So we'll actually do this 4 times, but I'll just do 2 at a time.
Okay.
So 24 and a 19.
Okay. What are you casting?
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay.
What? Whoa!
Eldritch Blast.
24 and a 19.
Okay. Those
So
both hit.
there's one set of damage there, and the other one a 10 and a 9
Jesus.
first,
Almost full damage on that.
and it's a level 17, so there's
2 more.
4 of them. Yeah. 20 and a 20.
Both of those definitely hit. Jesus.
Nice.
A
10
10
again,
and
Jesus.
a 5.
What the hell, you guys? Okay, I'm getting out my actual dice because 20 likes you guys better than it likes me, and I'm rolling in secret anyway, so fuck y'all.
And I kind of I cackle almost in time with the cackling of the energy.
Okay. That will bring us to the Bullywugs. Alright, this one is going to... Yep, there's a line there. I need Hathar to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Uh-oh. 2.
2.
There we go.
So as...
If you're gonna fail, you fail.
Yeah, at least you fail big. So as you fire these back, one of the bullywugs that has come up out of the water looks over at you and pulls out this weird-looking javelin. And as he throws it, it turns into this spike of lightning that shoots out towards you and catches you in the chest, doing 16...
Disadvantage. All attacks are disadvantage.
Wow. Oh, this is not an attack. That was a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good point. Can I use shield in this case? No.
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 That's
Okay.
basically-
All right then.
Yep.
All right.
16 points of lightning damage, please.
Okay.
And then this... I need, as the one in the back kind of sees what's going on as well, I need Aku, Robert, and Garen to all also make dexterity saving throws.
I have advantage on those.
Against all dexterity saving? Is that only when you're
If
raging?
I can see, if I'm not blinded.
Okay, I didn't know if that was only when you're raging or not.
Actually, now that you mention that, you have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay.
I don't think it needs.
That's fine. So it's a 12 for Garen. 17 for Aku. And 1 for Robert, please.
No, Robert. Ooh. No, that's a 1. I know. I thought there was a D10.
Okay, well, rolled shit for damage. That's okay. So, Father Garen, as you're kind of dealing with this thing, you don't see it coming as this lightning streaks through these tentacles and catches you in the chest, passes through you, catches Robert, and then lands in Aku in the back. Aku, you take just 4 points of lightning damage. Robert and Father Garen take 9.
Okay.
And this last one is just gonna come up here and try and stab you. Because that's gonna work real well. 16, yeah, nope, that didn't work at all. Just stab, and you hear this ding as it bounces off the metal.
Nice.
Gustav, your turn.
Garen is grappled, right, by that big thing. Then the first thing I will do is cast Hex on that big thing with strength checks.
Hex with strength, you got it.
And then I'll bitch slap it with a chill touch.
Okay.
So like this skeletal hand appears in front of his face and it just gives him the good old slappy slap.
Good old slappy slap.
Cost
14. 14 hits.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
It's really big. It is huge. It's not hard to hit. So 19 points of damage.
Yeah, it's also hexed, right? So it's 1d8 extra?
Sure.
Or 1d6, I think. I rolled d6.
Okay.
I think it's
For now.
D6.
Yeah.
No spells. Yeah, especially at this level of play, this is new for me. I've a lot of creatures. Know your spells, please, because I can't look them up. And I know the characters are new for you too, so that's fine. But I don't expect me to know those things for right now. Moving on, Aku.
Okay. You see, as my eyes turn red, overdrive mode engaged, and I hear like kind of an explosion behind me as there's like a flame coming out of the pipes in my back, and I lift into the air with my axe, and I jump down, and I move over here,
Okay.
and I attack the tentacle thing with reckless
Go for it.
abandon.
Nice.
So I have
Advantage.
advantage on my attack roll. Right. It's been so long. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Hitty.
26.
26 will hit.
I think I take some. A second. Oh yeah, it's plus. I think +4, right, from raging. Oh. Yeah. Sorry. Why isn't it working?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to click on the roll damages thing, but it doesn't seem to work. So,
Just roll it yourself then. Do you know what it is?
yes.
Yay, technology.
No, +12.
One of the many reasons I can't wait to get back together in person so we can just roll actual dice rather than, why isn't the button working?
And me both, man.
Okay, 1d12 plus 12, 21. That was a hit.
First attack.
Second attack, go. 30. Yeah, I think a 30 is gonna hit.
14
14 damage. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, I only have 2 attacks? I thought I had more.
You could do bonus attack, but you used that to rage, so you were done.
Alright.
Oh,
Save.
that brings us back to the top in the Froghemoth. This metal thing just kind of... Boom. It's gonna do what it does best, and it's gonna try and eat you because you're pissing it off. It has advantage because you took Reckless.
Yes.
24.
It's a hit.
I hit something. 3d2 plus 6. So that's 13 points of piercing damage, reduced to 6 because of rage. And you are swallowed. As you
Really?
all... Yeah, really. As you all look, Aku runs in and just hacks into this thing with his great axe.
It's not a very
And
tasty
you just see
thing.
the Froghemoth go... And just like there's this splash as the mouth goes over top of Aku, and then as it comes up again, Aku is not there anymore. Aku, you are blinded and restrained.
What does the string do?
You have no movement, disadvantage on attacks, and things have advantage on attacks against you.
So basically, my advantage is if I choose to do reckless
It
attacks, I have
nullifies.
more.
It's just a straight roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it still grappling Garen?
Yep. The end of the... Okay. At which point, speaking of, so you are now off map. I'll put you back when it's done. And Father Garen, since you're now the only thing there still, it's going to take 2 whacks at you with its other tentacles. As it's holding you with 1 tentacle, 2 more just kind of come in and punk. That will be a 13 and a natural 20.
Boosh.
For really shitty rolls. 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
27.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll concentration as well.
Easy. 20, you're fine.
Alright.
So you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage as you are now being held just out of the water by this thing and getting just pummeled by its tentacles. That will bring us to Garen.
He looks in shock at his ally having been eaten, literally. This sort of thing has happened way too many times than it should have.
Forget the dragon. This is the real enemy.
Alright. You felt my wrath. Now let's see what you feel about the lords. I'm going to swing and cast Divine Smite this time.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it as a, let's see, as a level 3
Okay.
thing. So, okay, 1 second. Here are my 2 attacks.
Okay. 28, 19, both hit.
There's damage.
Okay.
For
So 19
normally.
and 24.
There's Hunter's Mark. And then, how many? Let me think. It's 48, I think, for Divine Smite. So that's 19, 24, 8, 20.
With 20 points. So you hit this thing over and over with your longsword. You cut deep into it. And with the last one, there's this flash of light as you pump this divine energy into it. And the whole thing just like explodes.
Nice.
And you see Aku just kind of get dropped into the water. So Aku, you are now... So this is now gone. Aku is back, but you are prone.
Big on foul creatures!
So you are now there and prone.
All right.
So that will... Not bad. Athar.
I will stick to something minor for now. And standing from where I am, I will target this over here. There's one here with another crackle of dark energy. 26 and an 18.
Yeah, those will both hit. Don't even bother rolling. These are minion level at this point. It's just gone.
And this one over here,
Okay.
I'll do the other two blasts. Oof, 15 and a 15.
Which is their AC.
Dang. Okay, I was distracted by this giant horse in my way.
Either way, that one is out as well. Okay. Bring us to this last lone bullywug. This looks very not happy. He's already used his... Yeah, so he can't do the multi-target. He just takes another javelin and just kind of chucks it at Aku, hoping for the best. Nope, still just barely misses. And you see kind of this crackle of energy on it, but it just kind of hits your large metallic shoulder and ricochets up into the air. And you hear this bloop behind you as it hits the water further back. As it will start to go away.
Oh, come on, come back.
That will bring us to Gustav.
Is there anybody left?
One bullywug that you cannot see anymore.
I'll.
You're at half movement right now, by the way.
I'm
broom.
I'm on my broom. So I'll move at 50 feet per turn.
Okay.
I think. That was here, right?
Yeah. And I'll say you can share a space with Robert. You're kind of both flying, so you're at different heights.
Yeah. I'll just do the same thing. I move the hex and I'll shoot it.
Okay.
He seems like a weakling, so. Shield touch. Slap.
13 misses.
Oh no! That is unfortunate.
Dips in the water at just the last moment. You miss.
Okay. This one has disadvantage on dexterity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Aku.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I fire up my... and I jump up and I slam down on the creature.
Okay.
Reckless, of course.
Go for it. I assume
25.
you move up to it. Which is fine.
The fuck am I rolling?
Yep. That's fine. 25. I'm not going to make you roll damage. You're doing plus 12. It has 11 AC, HP, so you could roll a 1 and it would kill it.
All right.
So as the water calms around you all, and the sound...
Peter?
Yeah?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a familiar. Can I pop it into existence and move the hex onto it?
I don't see why not.
Okay, I'll do that.
Nice.
Clever.
Why?
Familiar takes like an hour though, no?
Aku, do you have dark vision?
I do, because I have the goggles of blah. What's it called?
Okay. As you move into this area, you look
take it
to your
off?
left and see kind of coming out of this water a stonework floor that's kind of ramping up and out. And on the edges of the wall around here is just money, gold, rubies. You also see a bloated corpse that is half floating in the water, half on this little ramp up. And in the middle of it all, appearing to be asleep, a humongous black dragon that is just curled up in the middle of these piles of gold,
It's asleep, you say?
gently snoring. And we will come back to that in 10 minutes. Oh, shh.
It's odd that you can cast light, though. Interesting choice.
One of these days, I will learn to turn the mics back on. Anyways.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. It's another reason I want to get back in person again, so I can have somebody else run the tech, and I don't have to do everything at once. So, just a quick recap, because you couldn't hear what the players were saying through that.
We were talking telepathically.
Yes. So first of all,
telepathic bond is actually very on brand.
they
for
were
all
using
the
telepathic
lip
bonds
readers
so they
out
could
there.
communicate with each other. Gustav attempted to charm the sleeping dragon. When that failed, the little suspicions were raised, and using a wand of detect magic, realized that the dragon and all of the gold around it were all just but illusions. Our father Garen went to the dead floating corpse that was not an illusion and blessed it, and was promptly attacked by a swarm of rock grubs, which he and Aku were able to dispatch with ease. So now they're in the dark of this cave entrance with a see-through dragon that they all now know is an illusion, debating what to do next. It's the best way
I
to
guess we can go over here.
Where did you say those markings on the floor were?
I didn't.
Did you say something about what did you say? Abjuration?
Gustav knows that. You see nothing.
Right. Okay.
Be careful. I would have said to Garen and Aku that if they were approaching that area, that they should tread lightly, because there seems to be some sort of arcane contraption.
Sorry,
on
Gustav,
the floor.
Where were you saying those were? This is important.
So they're against the wall where the piles of gold were. There's about 3 on this lower end and 2 on the top end.
Well, in that case, now we're in darkness. I just suddenly phase out of whatever and appear, over here.
Okay.
Whoa.
What you see before you is just a long corridor that seems to be carved out of the stone. Heads off and seems to split further down the line.
It's a tunnel. So, do we think there's anything else here? Do we want to look at these magical runes or not? Anyone?
Well, if yous aren't looking at the ruins, I'm stepping forward. And he does so.
Okay. You approach one of the runes that was on the floor under the gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could always mage hand.
Okay.
Depends how quick you are, Patrick.
As you mage hand over it, nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Garen, you yourself don't actually... First of all, can you see in the dark?
With goggles.
Ah, okay.
You too?
Yeah. Although Robert can't.
Okay. Did Robert come in with you?
I guess at some point I would have called him over, yeah.
Okay. So Robert... Are thick as hell, Robert.
All these heathens among us, Robert. At least you're here to help me out.
And he kind of neighs, but in the wrong direction. He can't see you.
I hate to point out to you, Father, that I am actually a celestial being.
Aye, heathen is what you're saying.
Anyways, so who's going over to check out the runes?
Garen. Father Garen.
Okay. So, Garen, as you approach, you're told where to go. You can't actually see anything. There's nothing there as far as your eyes can see.
Oh, I can't see the ruins. Okay.
No. It's only showing up for the detect magic spell.
I see.
Can I just lead my mage hand to where the ruin is?
Yeah. And like point to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. It's like a quest marker.
And as you get close to it, and you kind of cross the border to where the end of the gold illusion is, so that you can step up and take a look at the area, I need you to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Order, 500 years ago, developed a means to deter themselves from traps. That means was me.
25.
Easy peasy.
Okay, so that means you only take
Oh no.
7 points of acid damage, reduced because you took the potion earlier. It's reduced down to 3. So just 3 points. As the glyph of warding explodes, and there's a splash of acid over the immediate area surrounding it.
Seeing that, I ray of frost the other 2 glyphs.
Okay. So there's now ice covering the other glyphs on the floor. Good.
Nice.
And I also chucked down that potion.
Okay.
I'm gonna also lay on hand myself.
Okay.
Stop touching yourself.
These
Not here.
priests.
Okay. What you guys do?
I follow. God damn it, your name.
I'm not going first. Yeah.
Hathar. So if we're going down this tunnel, if I could get a marching order, please.
Garen will go first.
Garen first?
I
Okay.
will be right with Garen.
Okay, so Garen, and then Aku, and then who's next?
I'll motion to. Fuck's sake.
Hathar. Your old friend Hathar.
Old friend
Come
whose name
hither.
escapes me.
Come hither, yes. What?
Come here. Let's stay back a little bit. It seems dangerous.
Oh, I have no desire to go at the front. Don't you worry. You know how far I can shoot spells. I don't need to be anywhere near the front.
Garen, I'm afraid Robert is too thick for this hallway.
Yeah. It would be a bit of a squeeze for Pegasus to get through there.
I'll come back for you, Robert.
Can you resummon him after?
Aye. Check a spell slot though.
Holy.
I mean,
Holy.
if you absolutely insist on bringing him along, I can reduce his size.
Robert never liked the dark anyway, I suppose.
Okay.
He's just kind of nervously pacing on the edge of the water right now.
You're being awfully quiet for an intelligent creature, Robert. Alright, fine. You stay here.
Can he communicate telepathically with you?
I think he can, actually.
Alright, I'm not familiar with the spell, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, within 1 mile, he can communicate telepathically with me.
Wow.
Oh, go, Robert.
He can be our scout.
What's your
We are guard.
relationship like with Robert? Is he friendly towards you? Does he like you? Does he like kind of do everything but begrudgingly?
I'm gonna say that
Friends
he's
with benefits.
No. Oh.
Nothing sexual.
I'm gonna say, considering going with what's happened so far, he purposely pretends to, or not pretends, but he's just obstinately quiet all the time until he does decide to make some comment, which is usually sarcastic.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, he'll just kind of pace. You don't hear words so much as just, if a horse could glare, you just get a brief mental image of that.
It could stand guard.
Aye, that's the plan, Robbie. All set. All right.
Gives a whinny of acknowledgement. Okay, so go heading down the hallway, yes?
Yep.
Alright. So we make our way, whoop, not with the dragon.
Oh, no, I'm not going that close.
Is that yourself? I'll assume Gustav's behind you then. That's fine. So you head down the hallway, you come to this T intersection here that appears to go down to the right, and as far as you can see down with your dark vision, which I believe is 30 feet, seems to narrow slightly before opening up into a larger space that you can't see much into. To the north, it seems to...
60 feet dark vision, actually, for me at least.
60 feet for you? Okay.
Yeah, from me too.
You
Okay.
need a little help up there. I can see a lot further in the dark.
So for 60 feet...
I can see up to 1 mile in dim light.
Cool.
That helps.
Yeah, it's nothing. You see into the chamber to your right, and you see all the way up to the north. And the chamber to the right appears to have... you can't see very far into it still, but there's these little domes that come up about maybe 3 feet to a meter, yard to a meter, on either side. You see 2 of them before your vision starts to black out again. And additionally, you also see 2 skeletons that are just standing, just at the edge of where you can see right now.
What do you see, you two?
And they're literally, they're stood up against the wall, or they're actually standing?
They're literally standing.
Ah, cool.
Moving.
You know what the Lord says about the undead in his holy book?
Please tell us.
That they are servants.
Servants of heathens like yourself. I'll communicate to the others with my telepathic bond that there are skeletons ahead, and describe the scene.
Okay.
And as if expecting, as if believing that this is going to happen anyway, he, starts walking towards that direction.
Okay. Are you... you're just walking?
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk a little bit closer, you see... just beyond the skeletons, there seems to be a group of people that are kind of huddled around this central point, having a low conversation amongst themselves.
Gustav, I think it's time we moved on forward a bit.
At which point, one of them kind of looks up. Hey!
I greet ye, children. What are you doing here?
Nothing. What you doing here?
We're searching for heathens. Other such things.
This swamp's a good place to find heathens. Heathens are plenty out here.
How did you find yourself in this cave, children?
Everybody has to work somewhere.
This is your work, you say? Are you searching for something, perhaps?
Nah.
To enlighten me a little, why don't you, child? What is your work?
You're the ones here coming into a cave randomly. I think you should tell us why you're here first.
I think we asked first.
Huh. You've got a robot too. Yours can talk though. Turns to the person that's been talking. Seems to be a humanoid, or human of some sort. Turns towards one of the half-elf women in the circle. See, they got one. Theirs can talk. Theirs is better. As you look, and standing next to the person that she was addressing, they were addressing, there's this suit of armor, almost looking thing that's just standing. Eyes glowing, but otherwise not moving.
I immediately fall in love.
Now, what you doing here?
We too have been sent here on a sort of holy mission. We believe that there's something happening here. The source of some very dark sorcery. Wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, my children?
Wouldn't happen to have any gold to pay for that information, would you, my weird person?
This currency of trading seems to be very normal around these parts. Why don't we step into this room? We'll have a wee chat.
Why
and
don't
we
you
can
stay
talk
put
about
where you
gold.
are? And one of the larger male that's in the group kind of stands up. Huge glaive just kind of dunk on the ground next to him. You should stay put where you are.
Probability of hostile action, 78%.
I know, Aku. I can figure that out.
I kind of mirror his action with my axe, and I put it down in front of me and put both of my hands on the axe.
We've given away plenty of gold so far, and gold is best shared amongst the righteous and the holy. Now tell us why you're here. I'm going to cast command. Oh.
Okay, what's the safe? Which one are you casting it on? So
Whoever I was
there's
speaking to.
Sorry?
Whoever I was speaking to.
So the last person to talk was the human male. Is that who you're casting it on?
Okay, so, sorry, I will
So
have
there's
to
4
hear
people
that
here?
who's there. Yeah.
There's the human male that's kind of armored and has a big glaive. The first person to speak with you was the androgynous human that just has kind of like lighter leather armor and just daggers everywhere. The woman with next to the big machine is a female half-elf who hasn't said anything yet. There's also a tiefling that hasn't said anything yet.
Yeah, I'll say it to the human who spoke to me last.
Okay. And what's the save on that?
Yeah, sorry. Blah, blah, blah.
Doesn't matter, I rolled a 4.
Oof, wow.
Because, of
It's a
course,
19
hold on,
for
I wonder
reference.
if I'd roll actual dice, what it would have been. I'll keep the 4 because that's what I did first. Yeah, that was the 13 on the actual dice. I'm going to switch.
No, actually, hold on, to be fair.
It's a one-word
this-
command.
Yeah.
Suggestion is a longer thing.
Yeah.
So what's your one-word command?
Speak?
I mean, what does it look like we're fucking here for? We're armed people hanging out in the lair. We're here to fucking guard the lair. Is that going to be a problem?
Did they say guard the lair?
Yeah.
Okay, shall we kill them?
I think we're gonna kill them, yeah. It's looking a lot like we're gonna kill them.
Guarding them from what? Well,
I mean-
guarding there from what?
I couldn't help but overhear since we share a telepathic bond.
And the androgynous, the kind of androgynous thief at this point. Unless you can pay us better.
I could give them lots of gold.
How much do you want?
While this is happening, I rip up a patch that has a little image of a silver coffer. I make that coffer real. I open it, and I'll use some rubble from the ground, and I use minor alchemy to turn that into gold.
How long does that take?
I think 10 minutes.
Okay. So you start doing that.
Stall them.
Well, pay us more than what we're getting paid now.
Name your price.
1,000 each. 4 total.
4? What do you mean?
1,000 each. There's 4 of us.
Oh, okay.
I check back in with the wizard here about his spell. Is it going to produce 4,000 worth of, well...
Did you just say that out
illusions?
loud?
No.
Okay.
I can temporarily alter the physical properties of a non-magical object, changing it from one substance into another. You perform a special alchemical procedure on an object. Yeah. And for 10 minutes you spend performing it, you can transform up to 1 cubic foot of material.
It's not going to be enough.
It's not gonna be enough? How about it's 1 cubic foot of diamonds?
I'll give
Maybe.
you that. Well, what's it gonna be? You're gonna piss off or you're gonna pay us?
I'm a messenger of the Lord.
Don't make this talk.
I have an offer.
And I'm a messenger
I
of
have
money.
an-
You're
I have
gonna
a
piss
coffer to
off or
offer
you're
for
gonna
him.
pay us?
I will not fight someone who was not disobeyed directly the goodness and righteousness of the Lord. We'll be back. We'll bring you something.
Whatever. They kind of go back to their business.
As his parting words, he says, "Rest assured, child, by doing so, I'm saving your life."
Sure.
I'm actually just gonna stay where I am.
Oh.
I assume I
Make a
create that thing.
deception check, please, Garen.
Mm-hmm.
18.
I do.
Okay. So you guys all go back to kind of confer with each other?
Yeah, well, Aku stays, no? I go back to the other two.
Okay.
I just stay there like a sentry, waiting for them to figure something out in the back. Just want to keep an eye on them.
They said they're guarding something.
Yeah, seems like that's the
They're
entrance way.
guarding.
Seems like the dragon has paid them.
Does it not seem that they're a little kind of like we were in the past? A random group of individuals on a quest?
Hey, but my, let's say, hirer is literally the embodiment of all things good. Whereas these things, these fellows have a different set of motivations.
We're waiting.
I'm waiting on the spell to finish. And once it's done, I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, Peter, you tell us if 10 minutes have passed. I'm doing the thing.
It's been like 5 minutes and he's
Okay.
calling back. It's taking so long.
Maybe tell them that one of your friends is getting the coffer of diamonds that we hid somewhere safe before, something like that.
Payment is being arranged at the moment.
Aku, make a deception check.
Am I lying technically? Or do I even know that he's doing something fishy?
I think
know he's doing
persuasion
spell.
might be the same. Yeah.
Yeah, persuasion.
It's both the same actually.
Okay. 9. Okay.
9.
Aku, you notice the person that's had... Yeah. The person that's had their back to you is... you see a very slight shoulder movement as the larger male that was talking just gives her a slight nod. And then the space around you suddenly fills with this acrid smoke. And I
Is it poison?
Yes, and I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Alright.
As
Prepared in action.
To be fair, finding a literal adventure party seems like it would have been quite fun.
okay.
Peter, the long ass thing that I posted here is my transmuter stone. This is me saying that I'm proficient in con saves now until I choose to change the effect.
Got it. Cool. So, initiative, as they're not buying your bullshit.
I guess we're fighting then, huh?
Yeah. Gustav, 30.
20.
20, yes, of course. What's your modifier? +3?
Yes.
Okay. And then Garen is a 6. And Hathar is 11. And 14 for Aku. There it is. Okay. Gustav, you're up first.
I always forget how it works, but I can only cast a spell and a cantrip if one or the other is a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Unless
Okay.
you have meta magic.
I don't. I took Inspiring Leader. I will point my wand at Aku and I say, we don't have much time. Let's make haste, shall we? And I cast haste.
Okay.
Ooh. What does that do again?
That
Best fun again.
I'll display it here. It gives you +2 AC and another action, basically.
And doubles movement, no?
And it doesn't say. Yep. Your target movement is doubled.
Okay.
And you have advantage on dex save as well.
Cool. Okay. And that will bring us to... Are you going to move or do anything else?
Sure. I'll go here.
Okay. So as you enter that area, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, I did not know that was
Yeah,
an
that's
effect.
that green circle. That's where that affected area right now.
I would do that. I was just not really knowing that this was the poison stuff.
Okay.
I would not willingly walk
Okay.
into
So
that.
one
I
more
think.
to your left and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Blackbears. What can we do here? Yes, you can. It's just gonna take 3 pot shots with his. Yeah, it's gonna take 3 pot shots with his short bow at Aku, because you're the only one he can really see right now. That will be a 5, an 18, and a 22.
All miss. I have 24 armor now.
Oh, because of the haste. Nice. And he will kind of
Don't
curse
do
under
that.
his breath a
24
little
is
bit.
pretty hard to beat.
Yeah. And move up and out of the way a little bit. That will bring us to the next person here. All over the place. Okay. Yeah, cool. So the first thing that they're going to do is cast a kind of wave their hands in front of themselves a little bit, and we're looking at this lovely lady down here, and a mace just kind of appears in the air above you, Aku. That is going to be represented by this blue square, because that's easy to draw. And it's going to take a swipe at you with that. That is going to be a 24.
That's exactly my armor class.
Okay. I did something. Not for a lot, but it's something. For 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And it is not halved because we have not raged yet.
Not yet.
Okay. And that will bring us to... and she is also going to move kind of down out of the way. The thief is up next. They rolled really well for initiative on this one, guys. Sorry.
And you complain about rolls?
Hey, it was one of the few things I've rolled well recently is this. So the first thing that she is going to do is she is going to just kind of duck behind here and hide. That will beat And you kind of lose track of her for a second as she kind of ducks and scuttles behind these domes. Her thin form kind of hides in the shadows. And all of a sudden you hear and see a crossbow bolt just ching through the air. Oh, that's a natural 20.
I guess that hits.
Yep, that's gonna hit. For... This is gonna be a lot. Unless I roll like shit for damage, which I just did. Okay, 37, 41 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
Sneak attack with critical hits is a bitch.
Ooh. Ouch.
So as you kind of lose track of her for a second, there's this moment where you hear the toom, and this crossbow bolt is now sticking out of your helmet a little bit. You hear this kind of curse back. What the fuck is that thing? She moves further back. Woo! That gets bigger, moves further back. And that will bring us to... Jesus, all rolled really high on this. Skeletons.
I'm a big ass meat shield, though.
You really are right now. Ain't it great?
Iron shield.
Movement for the skellies. Doesn't say. Oh, 30. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they start moving through, but they're immune to poison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and that will be that turn for them. And the Necromancer. So much to do.
Just make them all goblins. It's much easier.
I know, this was like the big thing for me with going to level 17 is there's so much shit for me to try and track. Oh, that's the Death Priest. That's the Necromancer. Turn around and seeing Aku there is just gonna go for the chill touch. And
Chill.
that's another natural 20.
Oh, okay. I feel very chill right now.
Spells and 12 rolls. The meaty 8.
I mean, it's good to get those out of the way early while I'm not raging.
For roll, not great on damage at least. So that's 18 points of necrotic damage.
Ass.
Okay. That is this turn. It's also going to move the hell away. It's just 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Jesus, that was a lot. Aku! You get to do
Yes.
something.
The person who cast the poison cloud thingy. Who was that?
That was the tiefling. That was the last one that just went away. So he's the one down here right now.
With 80 feet of movement, can I reach him?
Let's find out.
Probably.
80 is a lot. So 78, because you are kind of forced to go straight through here. No, because you're
Fly,
blocked
though.
by them. So that's...
I'm flying though.
You're flying?
Yeah.
How are you flying?
I have a jetpack.
Okay, is that a racial thing? Or where the fuck do you get a jetpack from?
It's one of my totemic attunement. While raging, you have a flying speed equal to your current walking speed, but you fall if you end your turn in the air.
Okay, let me check one thing real quickly. Like, how tall is this cave?
All right.
That actually makes a difference, weirdly, at this point. Passageway is 20 feet tall, so yeah, you can get up and over. That will still take some of your movement to get up and over them. So let's say 70. So 30 to the end of there. And can't quite get there. You can get to... I'll say you can get to here.
Who's this guy here?
That's the person that was standing next to the big giant machine thing. And also the one that seemed to cast the big mace thing that came out of the air. What you doing?
The mace thing is here, right?
Yep.
It gets an attack of
No, it does not.
opportunity.
What you doing?
I will charge toward the guy who... I will, first of all, my eyes turn red.
Yep.
And I go, energy capacity at 200%. And you hear like this loud boom. And I just
Okay.
fly towards this guy, if I can reach him.
Yep. Okay.
And I attack.
Go for it.
Recklessly, actually.
Of course.
Why not? Get it while it's good.
Yeah, both of those hit. Or that hits, 32 hits. Just do all the attacks first. And then we'll deal with damage. 28 hits. So we have another action to spend on attacks if you wish.
Oh, right! So another 2 attacks?
You can, yes.
Ha! Don't mind if I do.
29 hits. And 27 hits. Okay, roll damage 4 times.
Right. 1.
13, 18, 22, 15. Hold on, this gets a little complicated here. 15, 9. That is... Okay. So as you land and you wallop into this poor woman, you see an amulet on her chest glow that matches the same color of the eyes of the machine nearby. And as you're striking her, it doesn't seem to be digging in as much as you expect.
Okay.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Okay. But even with that, that was a lot. She's not looking very good. Like that was a lot. Woohoo. And okay, that will bring us to our next contestant. Hathor, you're up. Hathor.
So if I understand correctly, this cloud, I have to move through this cloud to get to over here.
Yes, you do.
To get to over here, you have to go through the cloud. Okay. So in that case, so I can see something, I will use my bonus action to shadow walk.
Okay.
And appear over here, if I can see those things from there.
You can. You can get there.
I think I can, yeah. And what are they? These are just the skeletons, yeah?
Yep, they are.
I won't use anything particularly. I think then I do have something that is very nice here. I mutter a dark word and say, "I'm sorry, but you are not my servants." And target this first skeleton with chill touch.
Okay.
So 17 to hit. 13 necrotic damage, and it has,
yeah, whatever.
And it has disadvantage against me next turn, but that doesn't really.
As you hit it, not a zombie, so no undead fortitude. It's just gone. It just further decays into nothing.
Fine. You know what? Then I think I might just to make this quick. I think I will use my meta magic doubling twin spell thing to cast it again at the other one.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Roll one more time for me. Basically, don't roll a 1. Yeah, you're fine.
20 and a 17.
As
How
the
did
two
you get
skeletons
these
charge
sorcerer?
in and immediately are just dusted.
Done.
Okay. That will bring us to the Shield Guardian. Who will? Hoot boy. Yep. Is going to move over next to you, Aku, and just bring back his fists and twice try and slam into you. And it will have advantage on those attacks. Holy crap, what the hell is going on? This is balanced for the last 6 episodes. First one is a crit, the second one is a 25 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay, so that is...
Wow.
That is 26 points, reduced to 13 of bludgeoning damage for the first one. And then the second one is 2 ones on the damage. So 6 reduced to 3.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's 2d8 and I rolled
An interesting range.
2 ones. Yeah, I know, right? Completely different. And we'll stand, and it's almost trying to edge its way over to protect the priestess that you have really beat the crap out of. That will bring us then to... Oh god! Oh god! My headphone cable getting caught on papers. Garen.
Important question, which I
Yeah.
haven't fully understood. Can I see through this mist? Sorry, I didn't hear the answer.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Then, perfect. I shall... First, I'm going to use 30 feet of movement. So that's... Oh, can I do it by this? Okay, no, but I'm going to be bringing myself to here, no?
Yeah, you kind of have to go up and around
5,
because of
10,
the angle.
15.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, okay,
4,
so
5. You can
5,
get to
10.
about there. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, as you enter that fog.
Yep. Constitution, here we go. 32, Jesus.
32.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, you still take 12 points of poison damage.
12, okay. Is that as far as I can get with movement? 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25, no?
That was 30.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you one more if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
that is
might be
your
relevant.
movement. You have action and bonus action.
Bonus action, Misty Step.
Okay,
So another straight 30 feet.
okay. Where are you gonna go?
As far as I can go is therefore there, no?
Yep.
And, well,
Seems
let me
to be out
count
of
some
the cloud.
squares. Yeah, so I'm within 30 feet of this guy and this guy, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I lift up my righteous sword and I call out, "And if ye shall not all hearken to righteousness, but shall rather walk contrary to the Lord, then thou shalt know torment under the wrath of his judgment." Going to cast Destructive Wave.
Okay. So that will... Is that all creatures or just... Yeah, he's barely...
All creatures that I choose.
that you choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that they're within it. 30.5, it's close enough. So what is the save for that?
Let me roll. It's Constitution 19.
Constitution 19. So Skelly's first. Both fail miserably. Blackguard is... Nope. The Shield Guardian... checks.
29 damage. Holy.
Misses on as well by 1. And the Priestess also misses. So all 5 fail.
Damn.
Damn.
49 points of damage.
No, it's 5d6 thunder as well as 5d6 radiant or necrotic. So radiant and thunder damage there,
Radiant and
which
thunder?
makes that
Okay.
36
Okay.
total.
And if you want to call that before you see what the various rolls are?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's fine for now. But just
Yeah, I'm gonna anytime for reference. Anytime I use that spell, unless I've I don't know very unique reason not to, I'm always gonna do radiant.
Of course, that makes
As-
perfect sense.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Cool.
Just
I think. Now, okay, so anyone who didn't save is knocked prone.
Okay.
A creature that does save takes half as much damage and isn't prone.
Okay. Well, the skeletons are just gone. As the priestess also falls and is not moving anymore. And the shield guardian is also not having a great day.
Did I miss anything?
Not really.
Nah.
There was a big boom.
Yeah,
Uh,
and that's my turn.
okay. And with that, holy crap, that goes to the Blackguard, who's very pissed off at you right now.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Here's what?
One up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Destructive wave. What?
It's not. Yeah, it was big. Not quite gonna get into melee with you. It's just gonna bring his glaive back. Oh, that hurt. And just gonna take 3 big ol' swipes at you. That is. And we're back to normal. It's 15, 15, and 14. 8, 8, and 6 on the rolls.
Nice. Blocking it all with my shield.
And misses all 3 because, of course. The Death Priest is gone, so that's not going to happen anymore. Master Thief. Okay. Is going to run up behind Aku with the Shield Guardian there. And is just going to try and beat the crap out of you with some short swords. 3 attacks, all 3 with advantage.
Come get me.
So 6 rolls. The highest one was 11.
I'm so sorry.
With advantage?
With advantage, I had 8 and 2, 8 and 1, 6 and 11.
Roll d8 again? Something like this?
Nope, those were
It's like-
d20s.
It's like in one of those comics where the person just holds their head and he's like,
And you just hear this kind of as she's like, "Tuh, tuh, tuh," and it's just going ting, 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 ting. It's like, shit. She's going to use her bonus action to disengage.
oh, surprise.
And just, I think, yeah, she moved 3 to get to you. She has 3 left. And 2. She's going to back up away because. Okay. Well, that happened. Necromancer and the skeletons. Well, no, not the skeletons, because the skeletons are now all dead. On the Necromancer's turn, the cloud moves 10 feet further away. So 5, 10. So that's now over Gustav and. Sorry, goes around corners too.
It's a sentient cloud.
It just moves. It just keeps moving. So at the start of your turns, there'll be a roll for that. Necromancer. Fuck. It's not a lot to do. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah, nope. That's 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna... That's a horrible idea. Yeah, that's an awful idea. No, not gonna do that. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Seeing what the fuck just happened there. Ranged spell attack on Aku. And that is with advantage. 2 3s.
Ooh.
And also gonna book it around the corner because, yeah, that's what's happening today.
seems to be a DM thing. When I started playing, I was like, they killed my Manticore with him getting like one attack in.
Yep, that happens a lot.
Let me
Aku,
two
you're up.
out there. Two.
Okay, you're up. What you doing?
Okay.
Luke.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry,
Yes.
you kind of your volume.
Yeah,
is
I can barely hear you.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it seems to be randomly dropping sometimes.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about that. In the meantime,
I go and I charge at the road.
okay. We'll get a disengage from the shield guardian. Or opportunity
Attack
attack from there.
Yeah.
That will. Hey, that's going in the right direction. That's a 13. That's still gonna miss you because your AC is too high.
All right, and I will attack recklessly still.
Okay, figured as much.
28, 33.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah,
that's-
those
I
both
don't
hit.
crit on a 19, right? Yeah. 2 more attacks. Still.
Yeah.
There's the crit.
Yeah. I was gonna use uncanny dodge on that one.
All right, and another 28.
Yeah. So one at a time. Roll the damage for us, please.
All right. 12 plus 12. I just roll the normal hits first and then the crit, yeah, because I have to think
Yep.
exactly how I'm going to do that.
So it's 21, 16.
3. And I think I can roll 3 extra weapon attack dice, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
I have 4 creatures here I'm dealing with. You know your own stuff, please.
I'm sorry, yes.
Play Barbarian, they said. It'll be easy, they said. Easy turns.
You can roll 3 additional weapon damage dice when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with a melee
Okay,
attack.
so double it and then roll 3 extra.
Alright, I'll just do the normal roll doubled, right?
Yep. So, one.
So 15.
Okay.
Right?
So then do 40-12, basically.
Oh, 40, 12, and then double it.
No. So the doubling of the dice would be 1d12, and then you're adding 3 on top of it.
Alright.
So I essentially
So-
have one more d12 to roll.
42 in total.
One more. Okay, never mind. So
Oh, wait.
yeah, roll one more.
Sorry.
Just roll another d12 for me, please.
I thought. No, I miscalculated anyway. I thought the first roll was the result and then double the
Just
result.
roll another 12. It's okay. A 1. Okay, so 43. Hey, add extra 1. So that's 43. And she's going to use Uncanny Dodge as you boom, dunk, dunk, and kind of ducks on the last one. You don't catch her quite as well as you thought you were about to. So that will be 21 points of damage for that. So you just did 71 points of damage in a round.
That's alright.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, that happened.
Oh, I still have movement, right?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I was here. Can I jump over the rogue to block her path?
Sure.
I will do that.
You have a fly speed. You can do that.
You're not going in there.
Nice.
Okay. Boy, this got interesting. Hathor. Constitution saving throw for me, please. First.
Is that if I stay there or
No,
if
that's
I?
starting your turn.
Dang. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
13. That's unfortunately a fail. So it's going to be 23 poison damage.
Ouch. No monks now.
Not monk anymore.
Okay. So what is this? This is this thing. Wrong thing.
Oh,
this
the blue
thing
is
here.
gone. That's gone. That is the more armored male that seemed to be leading the conversation on their end.
Okay. In that case, I am going to again Shadow. New character. Shadow
So good.
Walk. Shadow Walk. That is right. Shadow Walk to
New character, who this?
over there somewhere. Yeah. Hang on.
Okay.
God damn it.
Just
To
yay, technology.
over here
Okay.
and targeting this dude.
Okay.
What did I do? Do something a bit different. I've got too many range attacks. You're all too close. Like too many
Talk us through
area
it. What are you
effect
thinking?
Go for it, dude. I have resistance against big.
Yeah, that's not you. That's someone else.
All right.
I have plenty of health points.
In that case, seeing this shiny figure of metal,
Mm-hmm.
emitting from my hand comes a dark red ball of fire.
Okay.
So it's a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll
16
hit for 16
damage.
points of damage on the Shield Guardian. You got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. I can't find my pen. There's my pen.
I've heard said like the red bar indicates a low roll and it's still 16 damage.
I know, right? Welcome to level 17, guys. You do a lot of shit.
Yeah, 40-10.
Speaking of it, its turn is up now. Since you just set it on fire, it's going to move towards you.
Yeah, I was anticipating.
And we'll try to wallop you in the face with its fists.
I am probably going to.
That is a 2.
I'm going to. Sorry?
What are you doing?
I suddenly, as he. Oh, firstly, it's disadvantage. Can I.
Why?
Cloak.
Because
Oh,
the.
Okay, that's really good because the first one was the 2 I rolled was a 2 and a 20.
Oh, great.
So roll the second
And
one.
the low for a natural 20, isn't it?
I just shimmer in and out. It's like,
freaking
where the
Christ,
hell
The
are.
other one was a 19 and a 1. So your Cloak of the Displacer is doing you a lot of good right now. Okay, and that's all I can do, so we'll end this turn there. Garen.
I'll, This is the guy I was talking to, right?
Yes.
I tried to save your life, child. I'll walk forward and swing.
Go for it. Walk forward.
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, you go for it. Zoom.
God, where's my sword? Here it is, sorry.
It's okay.
1, 2. And I'll use my
Yeah, 22 and 21 both hit.
Divine Smite.
Okay. Just a quick heads up for Divine Smite. Do you need to call that before? Is that a bonus action thing that you do before? Or is that a?
It's bonus action. I'll. Actually, I don't know if it's.
Divine
if it's
Smite, you can
I
call.
think it's contingent on actually hitting.
Cool. There's just a whole
Yeah.
bunch of smite things, and some you have to call before, and some you don't. So I'd get
Yeah.
confused. Cool. Just checking.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
special when you hit a melee. Yeah, so yeah.
Beautiful.
It's the spell smites that
Okay.
you have to activate first.
So
And there's
that is 20 and 25 plus whatever your divine smite.
plus 12.
Plus 12. 20, 25. So that's 45, 57 points of damage. Ow. He's not happy about that. Okay. That will. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Gustav, Constitution check, please. Save, please.
I also have to concentrate, right? Concentration check
After
Oh.
we do damage.
on my haste.
After we do damage. So Constitution save 24, so you'll take half damage from the poison cloud, which is good because it rolled fairly well for that. So 14 points of poison damage, and then the concentration check, please.
Wow, 14 is halved.
Yep.
Still at full HP. No worries.
What?
Temporary hit
Oh,
points.
right. You got 19 from that before.
The first hit you take.
Okay. And you're good for the haste.
Yeah, I rolled these with advantage.
Okay. Well, either way, you're good for the haste.
Yeah.
So, what you doing?
Okay. I'm still on my broom, I assume.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll sit there browsing through my spellbook rather bored, and I'll just hover into the room.
Okay.
This seems to be mostly taken. Is this dead here? Is this a dead creature?
Nope.
No.
That is the mechanical guardian.
Okay, I'll just do another. No, I'll just shoot a ray of frost into
Okay.
the face of the closest enemy.
So the blackguard, or
Yeah,
okay, is that a save on his end or attack for you?
I'll attack.
Okay. 20. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, the click damage. Oh, it works. 12 gold damage.
Oh. So, again, minimal damage at 12.
I'm not a damage dealer.
It's-
I'm looking at my damage spells, and they would all be overkill for everything here.
Okay.
Yeah, same. And a lot of mine are area of effect that affect everybody, which is.
Yeah, it's like I could use a damage option, but the lowest level I have is level 6 spell, so
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm not going to do
He's
that.
gonna see you fly in there. Yeah.
Sure.
Is that the end of your turn?
I used my action. Let me just check if I have a bonus action. I can't do anything with my bonus action at the moment, so I'll just stay put.
Okay.
This is half cover behind the column, or what are these dots here?
They're low to the ground. They're little domes
Okay.
that seem to be filled with some sort of gas thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gonna look at the two things that it has in range of him right now. He's gonna step around to the side. And just kind of turn to Father Garen's like, one moment. And takes his glaive, and it's gonna take 3 strikes up at the wizard flying above him that just pinged him with some chill touch.
3!
Yeah, 3. I'm gonna do this on a real dice because roll 20 hates me. That's better. 22, 16, and 17.
I'll snip my finger and I cast shield, so only one of them hits.
Okay. So that will then be roll shit for damage as always. 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that doesn't even hurt.
And then he's also going to just kind of looking back and forth. And just scream, and there's almost a visible wave of dark presence that emanates from him. I need Garen, Gustav, and Hathar to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Gustav, you're within 10 feet of me, so you'll have a +5 to that.
Hathar, 8 fail.
I
Sorry,
need to
was
make a wisdom saving throw?
save, please. 25 for Garen, 22 for Gustav. You're both fine. Hathar, you are frightened of this menacing thing with a giant glaive that just hacked your friend in the sky. Okay.
Damn it.
That will bring us to the thief's turn, who is going to disengage from you, Aku. Sensing an easier target and being the opportunist that she is going to go for our sorcerer friend. So disadvantage on these attacks. Let's see if Roll20 likes me slightly better right now. Yes. Yes, Roll20 does. That's a little bit better. So first one hits with disadvantage. So I believe it's just straight rolls for the next two.
Yeah.
Okay, that will hit as well. So that is a 19, a 17, and a 16. I'll hit.
I'm going to do shield on one of them.
Okay. So shield boosts your AC by 5. So when are you doing it?
I guess they all hit, so it doesn't really matter.
Maybe. So 13 plus shields is going to be 18.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that the first one, that is 14.
Oh, until the start of your next turn. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
okay.
not just one of them.
Yeah.
It lasts through everything. So
Okay.
the first one hits, so that still stays. 19, second one still hits. Third one misses. So only 2 hits. So the first
okay, all right.
1d6 plus 4. 1, of course. 5 plus sneak attack. Roll those dice. So 20 points of piercing damage for the first attack,
Yeah.
and then 6 for the second.
Okay.
As she will then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna run away again. You can make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
I've already used my reaction for
Okay.
shield.
Then she will just continue to run, getting away from the giant machine of doom. Necromancer. Oh boy.
You're doing fine, Pete.
It's just a lot, and they all have some amount of spell casting except for the rogue. So it's just so much to track.
Classic.
Okay. Those are all awful ideas. Oh, that's a less awful idea.
Doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, you're within range.
Awfully good.
Huh? I need Aku and Hathar to make a Constitution saving throw. As this tiefling necromancer sees you coming around the corner, Aku, and just and releases this pulse of dark energy that extends even through the walls. 19 from Hathar and 20 from you. So you both save. So that will be 29 reduced to half, so 14 points of
Is this
necrotic
an-
damage.
If I have
Is this a-
resistance, reduced again by half, right?
You have resistance to necrotic?
Oh, so do I, actually.
Everything
so do I.
except psychic. Totem barbarian.
Okay.
I have a resistance
form.
to necrotic and radiant.
So yeah, so 7.
Okay,
So
well,
7 points of damage then. As they will continue to now run away. Okay. That will be the necromancer's turn. Aku.
Okay. Can I catch the necromancer?
You can certainly try.
I will certainly try with my 80 feet of movement. I doubt he's faster than that. I'll step around the corner here.
Okay.
Do I see him?
Yes, indeed. You see down to another larger cavern.
I will go and I move past him here.
Okay.
And I will swing at him.
Swing away.
Swings. 27.
27 hits. Reckless, I assume.
Yes.
You have a great axe +3? Wow.
Yeah. It's basically where all of his money went, was that weapon.
15,000 gold. Critical hit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And 24.
Yeah, I think this might be the end for our necromancer friend here.
Okay. Cool. Now.
Isn't that what he wants as a necromancer?
I'm gonna roll the normal attacks first.
Okay.
I've got a cunning plan.
1, 2, 3.
45, 50. And the last one is a Yeah. How do you want to kill this person? Because this is gonna be it.
Right. I just
Haste on barbarians. Woo.
just cleave him in half.
Okay. Yeah. He's running away.
Oh no! Dude, like, I'm flying over him, and while I'm flying over him, I go like.
Okay. And just decapitates him, and the body even runs like another 2 feet before it realizes the head's not there anymore. It's down.
And just give me 1 second. I might move a bit forward depending on. I'll move the same distance back again.
Okay.
To here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Hathar.
Oh, actually, sorry. Don't worry. Aku, you were right where I was going to go.
Oh, sorry.
Darn.
Damn it.
He's flying though. You could technically stand under him.
No, I'm not flying anymore. I'm only flying when it's my turn.
Well, I will shadow walk and teleport to here then.
Okay.
I wanted to hide behind you, not not in front of you, but anyway. And what? So this is the what? This thing up
That's
here
kind of
is
the androgynous humanoid thief.
and this is the shield thing.
Yeah.
And this is the big dude.
Yeah. All
gonna
of them
keep on
are
the big-
not looking great right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on the big dude. I think for now.
Say that, dude. That's rude.
I think I will actually do what I did last time, and this is quite a nice way of doing it. I'm going to use another meta magic point to twin firebolt at this guy. So 2 firebolts at this guy.
Okay, go for it.
Firebolt. I thought you said fireball. I was like, whoa.
Yes, do a fireball syndrome right there.
A 12 and a 23.
The 23 will hit, the 12 will not.
For 24 fire damage.
He is looking crispy.
Nice. That's be done.
Okay. Shield Guardian. Yep, it's gonna go with the ones that attacked its master. It's gonna put it over here.
Ugh.
It
Aku!
can't get to who it actually wants to hit. So we'll take 2 swipes at our Displacer cloaked friend. I'm gonna roll actual d20s for this because, yeah, that seems to work better for me. Okay, so first one is a 16 to hit.
I will shield again.
Okay, shields. So that misses. Second one is a disadvantage. Crap. That's an 8 to hit. Natural 1. Apparently dice in general don't like me. That's really what the problem is.
I mean, disadvantage is pretty bad.
Yeah, but my AC is 13.
Yeah.
So they get too excited.
Statistically speaking, I should
The
not
first
be
one was
missing quite this
technically a
much.
hit, but not this year.
Anyways,
Yeah,
so that's 2 misses. That's going to be the end of its turn. Garen.
This guy I'm trying to fight is awfully stubborn.
Yep.
With the hopes that he's near dead, I'm going to Hunter's Mark first,
Okay,
and then start swinging.
go for it. Swing away.
One and two, 17, 20.
Both of those. First one misses. Second one hits.
Makes sense.
I'm just so used to you all hitting all the time. 16 damage.
Plus D6.
Or one
17
more.
damage.
You cut in. He's not looking great right now. Gustav.
Kind of expected you to die. That's me.
Yeah, he's still up, but he's like leaning on his glaive on the ground, just. Gustav, you're up.
I'll use a spell from my Ring of Spell Storing. I have Misty Step in there and Counter Spell, so I'll use Misty Step. It's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
So So I'll go back into the cloud that's, I assume, not existent anymore because the necromancer's dead.
Yes, that is correct.
So I go here, and then I'll chill touch the guy again.
Okay, go for it.
So if he thinks he can heal, he's not good at thinking.
22 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
It's 15 necrotic damage.
Huh? And how would you like to kill him?
Just a slap in the face.
Okay, so you slap him in the face with this ghostly necrotic hand. There's not a snap, that was the last one. You see this like black spread from the cheek that was slapped until it just encompasses the whole face, and you hear as just the necrotic energy decays into the lungs and he can't breathe anymore.
Should I
And
take
soon
the gold?
passes.
Wasted a spell slot. Jesus. That's what. Is it my turn?
Okay.
I'll move here.
Okay. At which point it goes to the thief's turn. Looking around and seeing everything. Huh. Thank you for killing him. I've been trying to get a time to do that for years. And she just kind of drops her daggers. Now then, what you want to know?
Wow.
And she's
I come back.
not acting aggressively towards you at all. And she kind of walks over and grabs the amulet that the Dark Priestess was wearing and just kind of holds it. Stop. Discontinue. Stop hitting them. The machine just kind of seems to depower for a second.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, Rose.
So unless one of you is going to act aggressively and continue to attack, this is...
Speaking of which, yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to charge over to her and say no hard feelings, and I grapple her and him.
They.
What was the them,
Okay.
and just hold them so they can't move their hands.
Little lighter. Can't breathe.
I loosened it a little bit, but still.
Thanks. So with that,
Okay.
I have a.
damn, that man
Cunning.
was a pain in the ass.
I tell you what, seeing as you don't like that necromancer friend of yours very much.
Oh, the necromancer
Yes.
is fine. Did you?
Oh, the different person. Okay, different person. Sorry.
He's dead.
Yeah, this was in response to you killing the heavy armored gentleman.
I was just contemplating animating dead with the necromancer's body.
I mean,
Well, you have to. I don't know how does that work with a decapitated corpse?
it's just a decapitated corpse that comes up then.
It was mostly
Not the
about poetic justice more than anything, really. Animating the body of a necromancer.
So, anyways, I'm assuming you didn't find your way here on accident, so...
Excuse me, are we friends?
Oh, fuck no. But at the moment, it's either continue to try and fight you and get killed like dipshit over there, or we come
first
to an
of-
arrangement and I go on my merry way.
Yeah, I think the arrangement is clear.
What are you doing here?
Oh, he wasn't lying about that. We were hired to guard this area, that's all.
Hired by whom? Gregor?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. So, tell us his weaknesses.
I don't fucking know his weaknesses, but I do have a good secret for you. So
Do
everyone
tell.
goes around here and says, oh, this black dragon seems to be everywhere. There's a reason for that. It's fucking two of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. So, brother-sister situation, mother... what-
Siblings, I think.
Siblings, okay.
There's another hideout, not too awful far from here. I was a little curious where the master went every once in a while, and while he's been staying away, so I followed him. Real sneaky like.
Is the dragon here?
Oh,
One
fuck
of
no. He hasn't been here for days.
How big is
No,
it?
he went.
Oh, I
Sorry.
assume you saw the thing in the front hall, yeah?
Yeah.
About that big.
Is that an adult dragon or?
I think the term he said when he was talking about how great he was ancient.
Ugh.
Oh, buddy.
Ah, an elderly person, so to speak.
Yeah, sure.
Ah. So, and he has a brother?
Apparently, yeah.
Same
Sister?
size?
I don't know how that works.
They look the damn same. The only way I knew there's two of them was I saw them together at the same time.
And what
Do
do
they
you
always
got-
travel away in pairs?
No, they, as near as I can tell, they go to great lengths to make sure that everyone thinks there's one.
And what are you guarding? Anything useful?
Further back there, and they kind of lower their voice a little bit. I'm assuming you've kind of gathered around the center at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they lower their voice. There's a couple more bastards that way, including a bird, crow-looking, nasty fucking piece of work. It's always back in the back.
Bird? What?
It's not a bird, but it kind of has a beak, and it's real fucking ugly. I avoid it when I can. It's always in the back studying scrolls and other shit. Creepy as fuck. Technically,
Scrolls, you say? A magician, you
yeah,
might say.
it does magic.
Are they about as capable or incapable as you?
Oh, magic, I hope they're more capable than me. I don't know what the fuck
I
going
mean-
on with that.
The one we just killed.
Oh, yeah, them.
Oh, you killed him? Cool.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was actually hoping to work with her still. Anyways, yeah, more. It's about the only thing I've seen talk to the dragon and actually get it to listen.
Was the
So-
other one hired as separate help, or was it part of your group?
What other one? The bird
The,
fucking thing?
The bird thing.
No, it just kind of. It was here before us. It wasn't too long ago. Near as I can figure, it's friend isn't the right word. They're not friends.
How long have you been here?
Me? Our group's been here about a month.
Have you
Is it
seen a
safe-
crown atop the dragon?
Yeah, both of them.
Always?
Both of them.
Since you first arrived?
Yeah.
Does it ever sleep?
Yeah, in the room north of here.
Oh, but it's not here, no?
No, hasn't been for days.
So, anything else you want to tell us? Rest assured, we won't kill you, I don't think.
Is that a deception check or?
No,
Okay,
like,
just
no,
checking.
no, no. I can only speak for myself, is what I wanted to say.
I speak
That's fair.
telepathically to you guys when I say, are we letting her go?
Why not? She was hired. She did her job. She's not willing to die for it, so I'm willing to let her go.
I'm fine either way.
Rest assured, she has to leave all her possessions with us. That's the price she has to pay. But I'm willing to give her my silver coffer with the gold pieces as a bargain.
So they kind of look at you as you all suddenly go silent and have this conversation in your heads.
Beep, boop, beep.
So, I'll be going then. Anything else you want to know that I'll just kind
Is
of
it-
go along here.
Is it safe to assume that the bird person wouldn't be particularly bothered by your passing?
Oh, you mean if you killed me? Near as I can tell, it has no particular care about anything other than itself.
I mean more, are you any good as a bargaining chip?
Ha!
Fair enough.
Did you seriously expect a yes out of that question? From a
when were
rogue?
you built?
You never know.
So,
Whoever made you did not give you a brain.
I don't think you should be insulting the person. That
yes,
could
you wanted to get out of here alive, no?
Ideally, but
I'll open my palm or my mage hand palm to prompt him to give me that control device of that guardian.
that'd have been really nice to make sure I got out of the fucking swamp. Fine. Hands it over.
Well, we offered you the money, the gold. We
No,
didn't
you
want to
didn't.
find.
That
It was
conversation
you.
was in your head.
Hmm?
That conversation was in your head.
in our heads.
Wait, I thought they relayed the information of the gold thing. No.
Nobody said anything. You just all had this conversation in your head.
Really?
At the beginning we did, but if that's what you're talking about. But just now we didn't mention.
I may have missed that.
Yeah.
No, as
Yeah.
in the very first time we saw the.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
If you seem capable enough, like you can get out of here without that.
Yeah.
We're about to
Let's
face
do it
two
when I have a
dragons.
tin can like that. Fine.
Not all.
But they will hand over the medallion too.
I'll
When
have a
you're
look at
freed,
it.
think upon your actions and never lift a blade against the good people in this world again.
Father, I think this is a.
You think there are good people in this world?
Oh, don't give
I like you.
That's cute.
Oh, my child, you've been deeply misled and turned a dark path in your life. I hope that the Lord's light may reach you.
Pray to a bunch of them. They ignore me.
elevated levels of edge detected.
Now then, if you don't mind. Any other questions, or can I...
What's down the other pathway in this cave?
Up north is where big old dragon master sleeps. A bunch
Alright.
of fucking bats. East
Any
and
more-
down is the fucking bird wizard monster scary fucking thing and a bunch of half dragons.
Half dragons.
Half dragons. How many?
3?
3 half dragons, 1 bird person.
Uh-huh.
Any more traps? There was
You have a
some
map of
dungeons.
this place?
Half dragons and that bird person, even seeing what you've done here, I think might be plenty. Now,
Anything else we should know?
I mean, to do what? I assume you're here to kill the dragon. The dragon's not here. Is there something else you need?
He said the bird guy was like this way, right?
To the east.
East,
Yeah.
yeah. Where you chase the tiefling.
All right, and what's up? The way up?
Is where the
The
sleeping
lair,
chambers.
like the sleeping chambers.
The dragon.
So actually, like where this wall is, or
No, past it. Like the
Oh, okay.
passage that you started going up and then came back down.
All
Go
right,
now in peace and live in service of the Lord.
I let them go.
Good luck in the swamp.
Thanks.
Good shot, by the way.
Thanks. And she turns back as she's a good distance away at this point. If you give me that control thing back, I'll tell you where the other cave is.
Can I just
They'll
charge
kill
with
you,
her
buddy.
and land in front of her?
Can I? It just controls the thing, right? It does nothing else.
Yep.
We don't really need it.
Yeah, we don't really need it. We need information more than that thing, I think.
Just
Not threatened, but like.
throw
Yeah,
it
I'll
over.
hand it. I'll hand it back
Just
to her.
just throw it over. That's fine. No offense. Don't quite trust any of you.
Yeah, I'll hover it over with the mage hand,
Beautiful.
and I wait a little bit.
She'll
now,
take it.
information, please. No.
Oh, okay.
Not so fast. I dangle it in front of her. Now tell us.
You're a fucking bastard. I like you.
Those were conflicting statements.
No, they're not. It's about 2 hours due south. If you start to get more mud in your boots than you ever thought humanly possible, you're in the right spot.
I don't wear boots.
Did we ask what the other cave is? Is it the other lair for the dragons?
Yeah.
It seems to be the lair for the other dragon, for the brother.
Okay.
Sorry, not south, north, because you started on the southern end and that would put you out of the swamp. So, yeah, 2 hours due north. Again, just mud. Lots of mud. Even
Similar defense mechanisms to be expected in the other cave than this one? Like this one?
I saw a couple of lizard folk around.
Okay.
Spectral ones?
You saw fucking spectral ones?
Oh, aye, you might want to be a wee bit careful in the night around this area, kiddo.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, speaking of it, it's about to get in, like, it's about late evening, no?
Yeah.
Well, off you go then.
If you really want to go, you're free to go, of course, but you want to fight with us?
How much you paying?
I have a cover full of gold that you can have after this, and I'll show it to him.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not so good with persuasion.
I'm happy to do the con if you like.
Does the gold add anything?
Plus 8.
It lowers
not so
the
good.
DC, but no.
Not
11.
so good, plus 8.
So, thank you for the offer, but I think I'll be on my way. It's I've had enough of this business.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Come on, Tin Can.
Nobody wants my gold.
And so they'll take. Are you going to let them take the control?
Yeah, I'm a man of my word.
Okay. Yeah. They'll take the controls. Go on, Tin Can. And the shield guardian just kind of lumbers. Oh,
I blow Tin Can a kiss while he passes.
good luck to y'all. I hope I never see you again. And with
Likewise.
that, they head off the passageway to the south. You just hear the ka-tunk, ka-tunk, ka-tunk
Subtle.
of the guardian. And with that, we are going to close for the evening.
Okay. Should we quickly off-screen check out the necromancer and the other people if they have something interesting?
Yes,
What
we
do
can
we-
do that between sessions. For now, though, it is late, so we're going to
Yeah.
wrap up. Let the fine folks that have stuck with us through this and more technical issues. God damn, I need to learn to turn mics back on after breaks. Craziness, lots of battles, people getting swallowed, fun times all around. Next week, we'll come back and figure out what the hell is going on with 2 dragons, apparently.
At least 2 dragons.
At least 2 dragons. And what the hell they have to do with this continual, destruction of the universe. With that, thank you very much for sticking with us. Take care of yourselves and tell more stories. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.